All right, I think we're live, hopefully. Welcome to Friday. Hope you're having a beautiful Friday. We're going to be watching CWA Wrestling today out of Memphis from 1989. This is the end of January into the beginning of February, I think. There were some cuts in this, unfortunately, due to WWE and some rude music holders. I was able to keep in what I think is the most, because I always measure, like, I try to keep as much as I can in. There's a great, it looks like what's going to be a great song, but I wanted to watch it live, but I did keep one song in that might be a problem, but I think we can work around it. And then, let's see, what else? Any other news? Sports Friday is up. I did get my Territories era Gorilla Monsoon figure, which I think they did a pretty good likeness of him. It kind of looks like Hormaxer. A little bit. Sports Friday is out. Tomorrow we're going to be doing a special episode where we're going to look back on the 2025 of three of my favorite YouTubers, the Murderers Row of Boyd Watch Live, The Heathen, Vinny Slugga, and Flexum. Vinny Slugga had an amazing video last night. He went live and just started calling people that he knew. And apparently, I don't want to give any spoilers here, but Vinny is meeting up with a quote-unquote special friend that is not Cassie McKenzie. So I'm very interested where that goes. What's up, Lil Demonculus, Jerry, F. Wood is still alive. And then next week, we're going to continue on with Eric McHenry, Herb Abrams UWF on Tuesday, Eric McHenry on Monday. Wednesday, I'm going to try to do the Ruby Spacek look back. We might fit in some Grace stuff on that episode too. Thursday is right now prime time, but I might have to tinker with it a little bit depending on what I want to do on the end of year stuff. But then we'll be back to Friday for more Memphis, and then Saturday for some kind of something or other. You think it's a well, he did just say special friend. He didn't specifically mention a gender. Cody Turbo was in the chat when it happened. I mean, it was a Keno call. Vinny talking on the phone is hilarious anyway. He'll be talking to somebody and there'll be a lull in the conversation and he'll just go, anything else? All right, so was there anything else? Hold on, let me think. He's going to call me live. Let's see. Let me check my liked videos to see if there's anything in there. I found another video called Only Good Vibes, but it's a chick. I mean, she's basically showing her butthole to the camera. There's a great video from Vinny, too, about his dad scraping off the ice off of his car. I've got a bunch of new... We might do another Morton Downey before the end of the year, too. Anyway, I don't want to get bogged down in this. What's up, Ember? What's up, Bethadone? Speaking of excitement, the Bethadone Clinic, always exciting. All right, let's get into this. First, I don't really know. I did the mandatory cuts, and it looked to me like these are normally like 2.5 hours, so I don't know. I feel like maybe one of the episodes was short in the upload or something, but anyway, all right, let's get started. Butthole equals good vibes, yep.
Hello again, everybody. Lance Russell and Dave Brown right along ringside, all ready to go with what looks like a spectacular show. Boy, we got some wrestling today, Dave.
Boy, we do indeed. Got tons of it. We got Jeff Jarrett coming in.
I'm not against watching big time. Friday's always Memphis, though. Tuesday's like where we alternate. We'll like run through one promotion and then start another one.
Here in the opening match, later on, you'll see Adrian Street and the superstar Bill Dundee. Yep. Tracy Smothers will be here. Dutch Mantell and Rick Morton.
Did you see, speaking of Clarence, did you see that on that video, he put in an opening and it says like, this is where I'm going to put the text on this video you going to see or something like that? He was going completely off the deep end at Walmart. I'm going to post the video last night. He was, no matter what happens, the only people he ever thinks about is us. Like, he's always talking about us. He thinks that, he said last night on YouTube, or at Walmart, that he thinks that we can't comment. He thinks that YouTube finally stepped in and said that we were no longer allowed to be on his channel again. Which I'm not gonna give anybody else advice or whatever, but I'm gonna give it a little bit more time of staying away just to see how the story evolves.
The Japanese team, Shogun, Samurai, Jimmy Golden, Frankie the Thumper Lancaster, Wendell Cooley, and Jerry the King Lawler.
The Thumper.
All of them here today.
You know what that
I'm
means?
going to tell you, I love that expiration of time match.
Methadone likes a guy that's a
That ought to
thumper.
be some son of a gun to see in there with Wendell and Jerry going against the Beauty and the Beast, right?
That should be a good one.
Oh, boy, we got it all. So I'll tell you
I
what
should have
we're gonna
streamed
do
yesterday
is get
too
ready
from
to go with
Aldi
the
instead
opening.
of Walmart, although I did have some fun encounters at Walmart. I ran into this lady that approached me and started talking to me about how she used to be a hairdresser and she really liked my hair. She was like a complete Boyd personality. She was kind of like an older version of Sweet Tea from Lol Cow Live.
Match here. We're going to ring the bell. I'm sorry I had to leave there. And we're going to start it out with some action right here.
My lighter's about dead too.
Former light heavyweight champion.
I like these tights from Jeff Jarrett, by the
Jeff
way.
steps into the ring.
I like the
He's gonna be going
All-American
against
vibe.
The Shadow out of parts unknown. He
The
outweighs
Shadow.
Jeff. The Shadow weighs in at about 229 pounds. Jeff weighs in at 207. Out of Hendersonville, Tennessee, Jeff Jarrett set to do battle with him in a one-fall, 10-minute time limit match. Jerry Calhoun, the referee. There's the signal from him, and we're underway.
Bell time has sounded, and the Shadow, a brand new wrestler we haven't seen before, backed into the corner by Jeff Jarrett. He holds it up. The referee calls for a clean break and gets same. Boy, Jeff really looks in great shape, doesn't he? This guy works as hard to stay in condition as anybody I know.
He does. And staying in shape like that keeps the
I mean, it would be a
fast. One of
mistake
the
to
quickest
underestimate
wrestlers
the
in ring
Shadow.
in the world.
I can't drink yet.
Hey,
I gotta
I'll tell
wait
you
like another
something
10
that's been
minutes, I think.
interesting. We saw him from the very beginning, back when he was a referee, as a matter of fact, and to see the weight and the bulk that he started to pull on now. He's up to what, 207, 208 now.
Right, about 208.
Goes down.
Oh,
takes
I've
him
also
back.
got a new video. It's really short though. I mean, it's only like it's under a minute long. But I went to an industrial park and opened a Domino's Pizza.
Goes behind, has him waist locked, and looks like he's getting ready to turn him on an amateur move. Comes up into an arm bar.
Talking to my
Excited
sister about
Jeff Jarrett,
putting
the
old people in a
Shadow,
nursing
and our
home.
opening
The
bout
Clarence
of
story.
Mini today on Championship Wrestling.
You gotta be shitting me.
Great move by Jeff as he just sat down on that upper arm. The Shadow trying to break out of the hole. Jeff right back to it, has barred the arm now. Shadow back up on his feet. Jeff continues to work on the left arm.
Hang it on, turns it over one more time, and now an attempted reversal, but Jeff right back on top of it. Backs the Shadow into the rope. Whip in, a big elbow in the upper arm actually takes him down 1-2, but that's all he got out of it.
You got to stay alert in a wrestling match. The Shadow, when he tried that reversal on Jeff,
Yeah.
immediately Jeff reversed him back. If you kind of relax a little bit.
I just thought it would be. I thought it would be funny to do. What's up, Wiggles? You like the Bay Area sports? Appreciate it, man. I couldn't believe it. Over 1,000 people watched
If
last
you're
week.
not
That's
paying
crazy.
attention to what your opponent is doing, you can get yourself in trouble real quick. Jeff didn't let that happen.
Up top with a top wrist lock, and Jeff Jarrett giving away a little height to the Shadow in there. It's a difficult hole to work with. The Shadow takes it around.
There's
behind
also a
into
taste test coming
hammerlock.
soon for cotton candy. I don't think I've done one for
Underneath,
cotton candy
comes
yet.
in, takes him down, small package, 2. He got it.
Well, can we admit that it's not? It takes some of the luster off of this win that he had to get a momentum pin to put the Shadow away.
7 seconds, and Jeff Jarrett comes through with a nice victory over the Shadow.
Good looking move and a great win for Jarrett, and we've got more of it today. Timeout. Be back in a moment.
Man, the Shadow robbed.
Okay, to the ring right now, and the new Hollywood Blondes with their director. Hollywood Hall is in there with them. It's the first time we've
Hollywood
seen them.
Hall?
The new Hollywood Blondes. And we'll get our first crack at looking at them.
Anybody know anything about these guys? Oh shit, Adrian Street one.
Talking about a tire.
The exotic one, Adrian Street. Into the area. His partner already steps up into the ring.
I mean, I cover a lot of like super niche stuff, and I feel like if you're already popular, you can cover niche stuff, but like it's tough to climb. But I think that's a major issue. Plus, some of the people that I watch are like really well known and like kind of notorious, but they are also like algorithm problems. I'd rather watch cool shit though than get views to be honest.
You know, and what amazes me, Dave, every time I see Adrian Street or think about it, this guy is tough, brother. He can wrestle. Came up in that basic English school, man, and he can go, but he'll
If I started covering Ben and Grace doing like live stream reactions again regularly, like those would probably pull really good numbers.
This match is going to be one full 10-minute time limit. Introducing out of Hollywood, California.
But I gotta feel it, you know.
Hollywood Hall, total weight 483 pounds. The new Hollywood Blondes, and going against them at a total weight of 435 pounds. From the Royal Forest of Dean, the exotic Adrian Street. His partner out of Australia, the superstar, Bill Dundee.
Jeff Jarrett is a Nepo baby.
10-minute time limit. Referee, Jerry
I would like to see more of his stuff from the arena shows from this time. We've seen a little bit of it. It's hard to tell with Memphis because TV's so different than the arena shows, but he's been around for fucking ever at this point. I mean, he came in, in 86? And he's been here ever since. And, like, he hasn't really... He's been, like... He's consistent, I guess. But he doesn't really... There's nothing about him, if I didn't know who he was here, I would not think he would go on... Well, I mean, he really didn't go on to be a huge star, but he did go on to be a really big star. But, I mean, I just think he seems like a solid worker and a not-so-great promo.
Here we go. It'll be the superstar starting again.
Forest of Dean.
Shorter of the two Hollywood Blondes. I guess we designate him as #1 since he started out.
I suppose so, yeah. Hollywood Blonde #1 against the superstar. This ought to be a good match.
Is that the ghost guy that Ruby's friends with?
If they're anything like the old Hollywood Blondes, stand by.
Well, the first thing they aren't quite as big.
Who are these guys? The new Hollywood Blondes?
That doesn't necessarily mean a whole lot. Oh, Adrian Street. He planted one right on the Hollywood
I think it's cool we get to
#1.
see Adrian Street work. It's pretty awesome.
Hooks him back again.
One of Cornette's
and
favorites.
Dizzy from going around on him. Couldn't see it exactly, but he used his foot some way.
Yeah, I think he did. He left him for Bill Dundee, who comes in now after the tag. Bill, round behind, knee to the back, pulls back on the chin. And Hollywood Blonde #1 is in serious trouble here, it looks like.
Well, again, I don't know how accurate this is, but it's listing Rip Rogers and Ted Oates as a mid-'80s version of the Hollywood Blondes that wrestled in CWA. But I didn't get a good enough look to see if that was Rip Rogers or not. He's been in the territory. I'm gonna look up some more. I'll let it play.
Now, Dundee just throws him in the corner and says, tag that guy.
Tag him, he said, yeah.
Want some of him. Get a look at both of the Blondes. Dundee, beautiful move. Went behind on the waist lock. Picked him up and took him over and down. And Dundee.
The Wikipedia also says Dusty Wolf and Ken Tibbs teamed up, but it also says they disbanded in '84, so I don't know.
Tags out to the exotic Adrian Street. Hollywood Hall, their director, is not too happy with the performance so far. The exotic one takes him down, stomps a little on the inner thigh, and now with a step over toe hold, moves in to put pressure
The blowaway
on.
dive.
And with a somersault, he rolled him right straight over to put that additional pressure on that leg. Hollywood Blonde #2 catapulted up into the ropes, Dave.
Oh, he sure did. And then immediately he goes to work, jumping up and down on the side of his head. We're 2 minutes into the action
Oh,
here.
God damn it.
Adrian
I'm
Street
just a
over to the
fucking
corner,
half.
makes the
I'm only
tag
15
on
minutes
Bill
in. God
Dundee.
damn it. I'll be right back.
Dundee.
What's up, Jeremy?
Picked him up, body slammed him, and went right back to the corner to tag Street. Dundee fires Hollywood Blonde #2 into the ropes. Boy, vicious clothesline. He caught him about 3/4 of the way across the ring. Look at Street now.
He grapevines a leg and bridges on the back bridge and gets a 1, 2, 3 as the shoulders were firmly. Beauty and the Beast hit the ring. Downtown Bruno right behind him. And they're kicking away in there. Boy, I'll tell you one thing. They didn't need to see that in particular. Oh, look, here comes Miss Linda. I knew that she was coming in because they had a 6-man match. And look at that Linda. Hey, let me tell you, she can go too. She's got a hold of downtown Bruno. Pulls in on him, crotches him, dumps him down, covers him up. Beauty and the Beast are grabbing Bruno and pulling him outside the ring. And reigning supreme.
Hold on, I want to take it back. I'm sorry.
Dundee, pull him outside, covers him up, pulls in on him.
Oh, is that Bruno? Is that Bruno with his Bruce Lee outfit?
He caught him about 3/4 of the way across the ring.
Ooh, the step over toe hold.
Grapevines a leg.
Or no, not step. Is that it? No, that's the. What did Terry Funk use? The. God damn it! What's that called? Spinning toe hold.
Hit the ring. Downtown Bruno right behind him, and they're kicking away in there. Boy, I'll tell you one thing. They didn't need to see that in particular. Oh, look, here comes Miss.
What do you mean I refuse to address James Edward Holden? I've literally taken the hits for the world teacher at times. And I don't complain when he tags me in incendiary posts toward the FBI.
Linda. I knew that she was
Yeah, Bruno in the ring.
because they had a 6-man match. And look at that Linda. Hey, let me tell you. she
Linda
can
putting
go
it up.
too.
At least always
She's
wrestling the
got a hold of
girls.
Uptown Bruno.
Uptown Bruno.
Crotches him, dumps him down, covers him up. Beauty and the Beast are grabbing Bruno and pull him outside the ring. And reigning supreme, Dundee and the exotic Adrian Street with Miss Linda.
Indian Deathlock.
They got Bruno out of there just in time.
I always like Terry Funk using the
Boy, the last time they
like
saw
that
the
pi-
Beauty
his
and the
pile
Beast,
driver
they,
is the finish,
pulled
but I
some
actually
scissors
kind of like
out
the
and
toe hold
snipped
too for
some
like
of
big
Dundee's
matches.
hair, and that wasn't one thing that Dundee took too kindly to. What a great one in there. We'll tell you for a fact it was good to see Miss
Yeah,
Linda
talk
in
about
there with
algorithm
downtown
problems.
Bruno.
Jimmy.
That is Waterloo, you might say, right there. Take time out, be back. We got more.
Not only would we not be able to watch The Room on here, even after I watched The Room every single day for 365 consecutive days, old boy Tommy Wiseau tweeted about it. He talked about it. I got invited to be part of like The Room when somebody did like a big oral history about it. He refused to let me show it. I wanted to show it at like one of my like pop-up art exhibits, and he refused. And I was like, what the fuck, bro? We could watch it on Twitch. Well, it's got a lot of tits in it. I forgot about that. Lisa's got her big old... I mean, she's got some big tits, man. That could be some real problems for Twitch.
Matches on the
Yeah,
card.
who cares?
Evansville Coliseum
What
Wednesday night,
could they
main
do
event
about it?
return tag team match. Dirty Dutch Mantell and Rick Morton against Wendell Cooley and
Yeah,
Jerry
Funk
the
had a
King
great...
Lawler.
It looked
Special
really
penalty,
brutal.
6-man tag match. Here's how it works. If Adrian Street loses, Garvin
It
gets
looked
his
like he
music
was like...
rights. If
It looked
Dundee
like he
loses,
was
gets his
actually
head
like...
shaved. If Downtown Bruno loses,
The
he
guy was
leaves
fighting
town.
him, you know.
If the Beast loses, the guys get 5 minutes in the ring with Garvin.
The
If
Mongolian
Beauty loses,
death
Dundee
grip.
gets his suit back. If Linda loses, Garvin gets 5 minutes
Russian
with her.
leg sweeps.
The Beauty, the Beast in Downtown Bruno against Superstar
I
Bill
like side
Dundee,
Russian leg
Adrian
sweeps.
Street, and the lovely Linda. You people come on down to Evansville
Here's here's Purple and Vegan Patriot.
because I guarantee you that we are going to take it to him. That Dundee's so old, he needs a new hairstyle, and I'm going to see to it that he gets
Oh, you know
it.
Dutch will
He's
be
trying
here.
to
He's
look
on a
like Elvis
generational
Presley. Well,
run.
Elvis is dead, and so's Dundee.
Oh,
Street,
shit.
Hey, I wrote
Do you remember I told you guys I was going to go? They were doing the last Ask Dutch of the year. They're going to pre-record a few episodes. My comment on the post from James asking for questions has the most likes of any of the other questions, including Merry Christmas James, of asking him about slapping Wendell Cooley and to give us like a quick overview of his late 80, 88, early 89 Memphis run. It's got the
that
most
music, and
likes.
I'll
We
sing.
might
It's
actually
my
get the
music,
story.
so I'm gonna win it. And that bimbo, Bruno Bruno's going to take
She's
care of
got
her.
big
You'll
old tits,
see.
man. They're nice.
CWA tag match on tap in Evansville. Robert Fuller, Jimmy Golden.
I
with
think
the lovely...
I think if we did it on Twitch, we could do it, and then if they ban me, they'll ban me for a week or whatever, and as long as you guys don't report it, we'll get through watching it and I'll delete the VOD. There's no way I can do it here though.
Sylvia. They'll take on Tracy Smothers and Jeff Jarrett. Here come the champions now.
Something, Robert, you know this Jeff Jarrett has got Tracy Smothers. He's
Oh
had
boy,
about
look at this.
everybody that you
Sylvia.
can think of to try to take our belts, let alone beat us in the middle of
Be
the
still
ring.
my
You'll
beating
never
jogging
see that
pants.
Day, boy. You ought to be ashamed of yourself by now. You've had all kind of chances, all kind of partners to come out and take these titles from us. I don't think you can get the job done, son.
Loser takes
When
a
we get
bath
in
match.
Evansville, we're going to take you and
Dutch
your new
versus
partner,
Ben Thorpe.
Tracy Smothers, brother, and we're going to show them what it's all about. You know, Jimmy, there's a lot of talk about our stable being a revolving
Oh,
door,
good question,
and that guys come
Democulus.
in and go out. There's also talk that I'm hard to get along with. Let me tell you something, baby. If you think
Let me
I'm
tell you
hard to
something.
get along with when you're working for me, try working against me. And that's what those boys are doing come Wednesday night in Evansville. They're working against what is now the stable and the top of the line of the
For
stable.
real, man.
The Tennessee Stud is
Man, sometimes he comes out in those ridiculous blue sunglasses and you know it's going to be a wild promo, but if he's got the regular shades on, it's like when a streamer puts on their regular person glasses, then you know it's like a very special, serious moment.
going to be extra hard to get along with in Evansville.
It's probably easy though to have Aro when you have the biggest
we
dick
just will
in
get him
professional
here and get our
wrestling.
next one going. By golly, I'll tell you, we've had 2 matches already, and they've both been pretty substantial matches in there.
Jeff Jarrett versus The Shadow was a substantial match, Lance.
Probably no let up in sight with these two gentlemen.
Also, I don't want to be the barrier of bad news here, but Lance leaves shortly, I think, within like, it'll probably be two or three streams, but he leaves, I think, in March, I read.
Oh, I hear the music.
Oh, they had to help cover it up.
That indicates
Had to.
Oil Trough, Texas, #1 citizen. Along
Look at this team. Dirty Dutch Mantell and heel Ricky Morton with a beard.
with 4-time co-holder of the World Tag Titles, Ricky Morton and Dutch Mantell make their appearance.
There they are for a 1-fall, 10-minute time limit match. Across the way, Brian Lee out of Orlando, Florida. Scott Smith out of
Okay, so Scott Smith, I think we've seen him before. Brian Lee obviously would go on to become the fake Undertaker, right? And Chains.
Nashville at a total weight of 251
Had a
pounds.
great run in
And going
Smoky
against them
Mountain
at a total
with
of
Tammy Sitch, and then he
453
turned
out of Oil
babyface.
Trough, Texas, Dutch Mantell, and from
Richard
Nashville,
Mortimer.
Tennessee,
Remember Richard Morton in
Martinez.
the York
One
Foundation?
ball, 10-minute
Terrence
time limit.
Taylor.
Jerry Calhoun falls for the bell.
Tullence Blanchard. No, I don't know what his
Tell you
name
what,
would be.
hold on with this one.
Was he even in it? Maybe Arn
We've
was.
seen him
No, he was in the
wrestle
Dangerous
many
Alliance.
times, and of course, everyone familiar with Dutch Mantell.
Underrated faction, by the way.
Well, Brian, while he didn't hold it the longest of anybody,
Dude, you
he
cannot
won.
hold any wrestler to any kind of ethics or morality, especially wrestlers from this time. I mean, look at CM Punk making such a big deal. Oh, I hate the Saudis and sucking the blood money dick and all that stuff. And then what did he do? He went right over there once the money was good.
Was at one time the CWA heavyweight champion.
Yeah, primetime Brian Lee, yeah.
And so you know he's got to have something going for him.
I'm pretty sure. It looks
Dutch
just
is
like him.
finding it out right now. Hey, come
I'm
on,
wearing
Dutch,
sunglasses
get back in the ring
indoors,
where
so I
you're
can't be
supposed to
sure.
Boy, what an attitude.
Well, you got a nasty disposition. That's the only thing I can tell you. I know that will keep you awake all night. Somebody says something like that about you.
Hey, I'm just telling you, I'm not saying you're wrong. I'm just saying there's no bar. They're all of them are like that. Even Cornette will say.
Boy, and he took it with authority, too. Brian's a big kid. He's got all the physical attributes in the world. Tag on Rick. Very tall, good.
Like Cornette will talk about all the grifts everybody's doing, and then he's hawking like sports bets and sketchy VPNs and everything, weird CBD dick pills.
Rick Morton coming in.
He's only 59 years old. That's kind of... What, can that be right?
The corner, so it's Brian Lee against Ricky Morton.
Big shoulder coming down from Brian, and beautiful move. Boy, you know, Morton really has disappointed a lot of...
Okay, so we saw Brian Lee in 1988 Memphis make his debut for the CWA. In 1989, the CWA merged with whatever, okay? He goes into WCW in 1990, losing to Tom Zink at Clash of the Champions 13. He returned to the promotion in 91, teaming with Chris Sullivan, where they got beat by Diamond Dallas Page and the Diamond Stud. He went to a TV taping in 1991 against Chris Walker in a dark match at the 1991 special Tuesday in Texas, but lost. He also lost another match on WWF TV in 1992, being defeated by Jim Powers. Then he would enter into Smoky Mountain, and then I think everybody pretty much knows from there. If you haven't seen it, his run in Smoky Mountain, to me, is his absolute best, is his best work, in-ring, promo, storyline, everything.
I think we would be included among
I didn't really think too much about him. I don't really...
Ricky's attitude.
He doesn't stand out that much to me outside of
the appointment as a referee
Smoky Mountain, really.
With Lawler and Mantell. And then
Sting never sold out.
Ended up performing.
He took Vince's money. What are you talking about? Sting is a perfect example of how flippant these wrestlers are. So he wrote a fucking book called Unconvinced with Vince in capital letters, like a fucking douchebag, talking about how he'll never, oh no, God, Jesus Christ will watch over me and my finances. What did he do? He signed and he put him over. He put over fucking Seth Rollins. He put over Triple H. He absolutely sold out.
That's exactly what
Be serious.
Ricky popped
But again, I don't blame him because that's what they do. That's how they make their money.
Brian Lee and not as much experience either.
He took the Vince money.
Foot in the midsection. Morton was involved in
You can't spend your whole career talking about how terrible somebody is and then go to work for him. Come on. Well, you can, but you have to, you know what you're doing.
The unified heavyweight title is...
What do you mean he didn't sell out to Vince? He went to WrestleMania and put over Triple H. Like, come on. That's as simp as you can get. Sting the simp. And then he had that miserable AEW run with fucking Darby Allin. And he started doing garbage wrestling. Come on.
And he had already pushed it off twice before that.
A few house shows. Get serious. He's a fucking WrestleMania.
Tag back to Morton.
Could you outsmoke Tom Zink? Yes.
Scott Smith having a rough day. Morton, when he dropped down, he's got the... Mantell, the way the world champion does it. Right.
Be serious.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was super sad to see him put over Triple H.
Back into the action. They have been able to get Scott
He just
Smith
ended
in
up,
there
to
and
me,
keep him
when
in
Sting
there.
did
Now,
that, he basically, like, I don't know about hurting his legacy or whatever, because you can just focus on the good stuff, but it reminded me of when the Rock and Roll Express finally came in, but they were part of that terrible NWA angle, and it's like, God damn it. These people are so talented, but they're going to just get buried and shit on because Vince just wants to own anything that's, you know, was a WCW or a Crockett invention.
Trying to keep him away from the tag on Brian Lee.
What is selling out? I don't think any of this is selling out, to be honest, because to me it's just the natural state of it. But I think if you write a book saying that like Vince McMahon is the worst person on earth and you'll never, ever, ever work for him, and then you go and work for him, not only do you work for him, but you absolutely put over his son-in-law at the biggest show of the year, and then you put over Seth Rollins. Like, if you believe in selling out, like, Sting is definitely a sellout.
Brian, the more experienced of the team.
Sting told Vince to kiss his ass. From what? Looking up while he was looking up at the lights. Come on. That was a terrible match, too, to be fair.
I mean, you can't take away one of the great high flyers of professional wrestling and all, but the attitude...
I don't know what Ric Flair's deal is in... At least Sting can still move and stuff. I don't even know why they ever brought Ric Flair back. That weird energy drink.
There's been a lot of questions. The King in a
He went into
conversation
business
I
for
had with
himself.
Dave raised the question, what happened? How come he and and Robert Gibson are teaming together. I mean,
I think you've been listening to the Tony Khan podcast.
He ever came by here.
Could have been. That's true.
Yeah, I mean, it's just all, it's strictly a fan thing. Every one of these people, just like the majority of streamers, like it's a business. So of course they're going to take whatever the best deal is, like for sure. That's what I'm saying. Like you can't hold it really against Dutch or anybody else for doing bad shit unless you hold it against like everybody else who did, you know, which is everybody.
Telling Morton to stay away from Brian Lee. Oh yeah, you're gonna help.
To be clear, I like Sting. I think he's a great wrestler. He's a fun promo. He's had a ton of great matches.
Rick Morton
That's what I mean. It was depressing to see him in WWE. Putting over Seth Rollins.
Backs him under the ropes, tags Mantell.
Remember he powerbombed that guy, powerbombed Sting into the turnbuckles and hurt him.
Keeping him back. He's got that front chancery on him.
It's like, dude, Seth Rollins just killed Sting.
Yeah, he
Dutch kept him out of that corner.
But he came back.
Drove him away from. Oh man.
Man, imagine how much money he got from Tony Khan, dude.
Let me tell you, he killed him with that one. Absolutely. Tag on Ricky Morton. Morton comes in. He didn't even have to pick him up. He could have covered him right there. But he does a DDT on him. Slams
double
him
arm.
down. 1, 2, 3. And that is it. Well,
he's always watching you. True ATF media.
I
saw him in the Diddy documentary on Netflix. Insane, by the way. Wow. That documentary is all footage from inside like Diddy's hotel room and shit while he's getting ready to face the charges. It was really wild footage, a year and a half of it. The story of heel Ricky. So, Dutch Mantell had been in an ongoing feud with Jerry Lawler, and he basically said, like, you're giving everybody a title shot except for me. So he said, well, I'll give you a title shot, and Dutch said he didn't trust the referee because he was friends with Jerry Lawler, and they went back and forth over, okay, well, this guy can do it, and that didn't work. And then eventually Dutch Mantell slapped Wendell Cooley across the face. And I think Eddie Marlin or EFD, somebody came out and said that they would pick Ricky Morton because he was above reproach, right? He's known for being, you know, on the straight and narrow. And then he took a payday from Dutch Mantell to make him win the match. And then they had a great backstage scene where Lawler went back to confront him, and Morton was hiding a big stack of money behind his back and shit. But I think everybody knew he was a villain because of the beard.
Yeah, they get the win, okay, and I'm sure they're proud of it. Okay, Dutch, fine. We got to take time out. We'll be back.
He really slapped the shit out of Wendell Cooley, too. So correct me if I'm wrong. Isn't Dutch the current champion now?
Coming to Hopkinsville, Kentucky on Thursday, February 16th.
Here's fake EFD.
At the Western Kentucky Fairgrounds. Tickets on sale at the Bargain Center, Greenville Road and East 7th Street. This coming Friday night, action in Madisonville, Kentucky at the Browning Springs.
And look at the social cost that there was for that. Nothing. Because he's a wrestling guy. They all understand it.
Against Scott Steiner. CWA tag title match. Robert Fuller, Jimmy Golden with Sylvia against Tracy Smothers and Jeff Jarrett. Big return tag team match. Dutch Mantell
Nowhere near as
and
entertaining.
Rick Morton against Wendell Cooley and Jerry the King Lawler. And that special penalty 6-man tag match. If any of each of the 6 members of this tag match loses, there's a different stipulation, a different penalty that goes along with it. Beauty and the Beast with
See, there you go. Classic wrestler behavior. I don't want all these people stealing my money. No, let's be real. You really think Dutch was reporting all of his income when he was working in Puerto Rico and all these territories? Like, be serious. Come on. And then, yeah, to totally be like, oh, yeah, you know, everybody should carry their own weight. Pull yourself up by your bootstraps. Oh, yeah, here's my GoFundMe. Like, yeah, I agree.
Hope to see you there. Of those 5 matches, that big return tag and that big special penalty match.
Now, PY too high.
To be clear, I don't blame him for going to get help for making a GoFundMe. But I think he also should have done a video where he was like, wow, I realize now the seriousness of this situation, and like give his thoughts on his experience with the American healthcare system. You know what I mean? But he won't. He'll just keep, as Savvy Guy would say, he'll keep beating the drum.
Juggernaut
What do you mean he never drew any? Uncle Elmer never took the money. He only sold the highest quality watches. That's because they simultaneously I'm not trying to generalize, but I think MAGA brought in a lot of like really right-leaning libertarians who believe that taxation is theft, which if that's what you believe, it's whatever. But this idea that they don't want anybody else to have anything because they want their tax dollars to be, quote, spent wisely, but then they don't want to actually, they do anything they possibly can to avoid taxes. Or to get out of them regardless.
Right, Tracy Smothers, and going against him at a total weight of 289 pounds from Jackson,
but if
Tennessee.
Clarence were to not pay his taxes, they'd be really upset about it. They'd want him shipped out of here.
Sometimes known as Phil Eckerson. He's got the Japanese team of Samurai Shogun at ringside as Lance.
We're just in a really weird
Tojo has that kendo stick in the
place.
corner too. His station of Tojo is stationing them around the ring, so they pretty well got.
Speaking of political idiots, Hassan Piker. I don't know if you guys saw it or not, but he did he went over to China and glazed them. Said about how much better China is than America and all this bullshit. And then he said that he was gonna dual stream to like Twitch or wherever he streams at, and then also to this Chinese streaming site. And as soon as he did, they took the stream down because political content isn't allowed. So after his big, all this censorship, that it's all made up, all this stuff, China doesn't have censorship, whatever. And they wouldn't even allow him to stream on their site.
Got all sides of the ring covered here, looks like.
Referee Jerry Calhoun is trying to take care of that right now.
There was a great guy who ran, I'll try to find his name. He ran for Libertarian candidate, I think, in 2020. He had a huge foam hat that said taxation is theft on it. I saw ads for him everywhere on social media. And he did not get the nomination. It went to that woman, and not that woman, but a woman. I can't remember what her name was. She was awful, and I don't think they ever recovered. That's when the Mises caucus took over.
Hickerson standing side headlock on Tracy. Tracy shucks him off.
Yeah, I mean, there's just like there's no good answers. And when you have people that are so deluded on each side that like it's hard. You have to sit down and have really difficult conversations about this stuff, and I just don't think it's going to happen in like this kind of an environment,
Beals him right out in the middle of the ring.
It's like when people ask for an opinion on stuff. It's like, well, a lot of this shit is so complicated. I mean,
the opponent that he has in there right now.
I mean, as far as I'm talking about a solution, like actually finding a workable, sustainable solution is really difficult, and it's especially difficult if people, are more concerned with Sydney Sweeney or, what color somebody's hair is.
Of course, that's Yamamoto and Hickerson. They'll screen that, keep you off balance.
Yeah, Hassan's bullshit.
Do not like Shogun Masamune and Samurai Shinji out here by this ring. Bad enough to have Tojo, but when you got three of them, and now the crowd saying, no, he did not, and he did not.
I don't know. I mean, I don't want to make any allegations or anything, but it just seems like straight up propaganda to me. I feel the same way about a lot of the right-wing podcast stuff.
He can keep working on the referee and maybe get that call, figuring that there's no way
Tracy Smothers' asshole was right behind where the stars and bars intersect on his tights. Here's some, I don't think Cody Turbo's in here yet, but he was asking me about the Mickey Knuckles book. I didn't realize this either. I stopped going to IWA shows in I think 2006 or 2007. But Mickey had like a second wind run with Tracy Smothers as like his manager or whatever, and I had no idea. Like she was with him for a pretty good amount of time. I'd like to go through and see that and watch some of those matches.
Return with a fist up
it was Tracy and then two women, Mickey and I can't remember the other lady's name.
High, part of his wrestling attire too is a very well taped right hand. You can see it right there.
And he uses that thing on that chop, boy. It's like
what's this guy's name? Too High.
Plastic carrot Paris cast on your hand.
Was,
Little test of strength in there.
why did somebody ask
Very good height. He's a
about
strong
Tom
young
Zink?
guy.
Me smoking
Not
with
to
Tom
say
Zink.
that PY
Tracy
isn't.
Smothers slander should be a hate crime.
Tracy
Well, as
returned
Tracy
to
would
foot-
say, if I hear one more person in this crowd say Tracy sucks, everybody dies. Ultra mega mass homicide.
to the midsection and takes Hickerson down to his knees. Jabbed him right smack in the throat. And that ended that assault.
Sure did. That's one of the dangerous things about P.Y. Too High and anybody from the Tojo.
There you go,
Yamamoto
P.Y.
stable.
Too High.
Boy, they find a small opening. They are going to go for it and try to hurt you and take you out of the rest of the match. And that's what he was trying to do right there. And so far, it looks like it's
I gotta
working
find
for
that
him
guy,
as
I'm sorry.
P.Y. Too High is taking control. Chop across the center of the forehead. And here's Tojo with a kendo stick.
Up and away with the end of
Taxation.
that
Oh boy,
kendo
taxation
stick
theft is going to
on
bring up a bunch
Tracy
of stuff.
Smothers.
Candidate
You can see the welt
2020.
where he hit him right on the back. He nailed him hard. And there's the big
Okay, I
chop
found
from
him.
PY.
I got him.
Goes to the ribs with that jab. into
Let me
the
see if he's
fingers,
got
which
a.
is illegal.
See if any of his shit's
The
still up
chop
on
is
here.
okay, but not the stab with the end of the fingers, and particularly with his hand taped up the way it is. He zeroes in, and look at Yamamoto while the referee's back. And
I'm trying to find like a
too
quick
high
clip,
away. Tojo.
but a lot of them are like
rifles
really
him one
long
with that kendo
videos,
stick, and
unfortunately.
now, right back on Tracy Smothers. Oh. And a whip across the.
Hold on a second. I'm just going to take 1 second, I promise. I just want to show you what this guy looks like. Okay, here's what he looks like. Dan Bierman. So he wore this ridiculous, like, Willy Wonka hat. He did do an interview with Bo Stoners. That's pretty cool. But yeah, this is the guy I was talking about. Dan Bierman. He always had that ridiculous hat on.
Boy, there's that double hand right straight at the throat. Catches him with that cross, decks him down, picks him up, and Tracy foot in the midsection, but it doesn't stop.
No.
That little short back of the fist.
Got it
That's
right.
where that tape really helped, Dave.
Well, he tried it once before. This time, Shogun tripped Tracy up as he came off the rope. Referee talked to him about it. He folds his arms and, no, I didn't do a thing. I was behaving myself. Right.
I really don't get it. I don't get the gimmick unless it was just a way to, I guess, add a little bit of somebody that they knew fans would know to the Japanese guys coming in, Shinya Hashimoto and whatever the other guy's name is. But like, why they got Tojo? Like Tojo is our link. The Memphis fans are like used to seeing Japanese tag teams.
Well, that's exactly what we were saying earlier. It could
What's
be a
up,
great
Thomas
match
Wyatt?
If they'll stay outside. Look at Shogun now. Just reaches up. Pokes him in the eye.
Yeah, like Phil
chops him right
Hickerson
there
turning into
at
this
the
kind of
bend
character is
on the ankle.
pretty interesting. To Catch a Predator documentary, I haven't seen it yet.
Whip across the
Is it on?
ring.
Is it streaming?
Leapfrog from
Oh, it's probably on
Tracy.
Paramount, right?
Caught him with that super kick right under the chin. Boy, a beauty. Yamamoto pitches in the kendo stick, clothesline him, and the referee saw it, Dave.
DQ on the stick.
What's up? It's me.
But now look out. It's 4 against 1. They all jump Tracy now.
And Tracy's mama, not raising no crew, got out of that ring as quick as he could. And his hand is raised on the disqualification.
4 minutes, 39.
There we go. Now we got him in
the
there.
victory.
4:39, and Tracy Smothers glad that he can walk out of there at all, but he walked out as the referee.
Speaking of the documentaries, I watched that one Wrong Number the high school catfish story, and I kept thinking through the whole movie, I was like, I haven't seen this because I didn't have Netflix, and I was like, how the hell do I know this story? And then I realized Lifetime made a movie about it starring Lisa Rinna called Mommy Meanest, and I was like, holy shit.
Caught T.Y. Chew High using that kendo
He didn't
stick
lose. What are you talking
to
about?
clothesline him.
He won
and
the
he
match.
got him good with it too, and then he was joined.
Hey, listen, you're talking about the Confederacy versus the Axis powers. So it's the South versus Japan.
By Shogun
The North
and
is
Samurai,
uninvested
who
in
jumped
this
in there,
particular
and
match.
Yamamoto with his nickel's worth. So at least it came out. Boy, this is one time I am.
That
glad
happened
to
an
see
hour from
Dutch
you?
Mantell
Such a
and,
crazy
Ricky
story,
Morton, 'cause
man.
I wanna
Oh
tell
my
them
God.
something.
Oh, wait,
Right.
you can't
I
tell
don't-
us nothing. You may ask us
Now listen,
something.
I need to have complete silence in the chat, please. Let's show Dirty Dutch Mantell the respect he deserves. Let's all sit quietly and let's not just listen, right? Let's really hear Dutch Mantell, okay?
And we may tell you something. You're not going to tell us nothing because what you're paid to do is stand here and hold this microphone, which is exactly what you're going to do. I
Yes.
am the new, for the uninformed, I am the world's heavyweight champion. Now, I want to read you something. I'm going to lay this right here. Now, Dave, don't try to touch it because I know you're jealous of it. You know, some headlines came out in the paper.
Yeah, come on, guys. We can't be losing it at Tracy Smothers. What's going to happen when we get to, if we ever watch Dixie Dynamite wrestle?
Week in the national paper said Lawler era over Mantell. That's me, new world champ. That's what it said at night. Louisville, it says Lawler contemplates suicide over loss to Mantell. And I'm
What?
Charlotte Observer said contemplates suicide, new world champ. That's what it said at night. Louisville, it says Lawler contemplates suicide over loss to Mantell.
Oh my
And
God.
Charlotte Observer said Mantell, new world champ. Lawler reportedly leaving the country, and Atlanta Constitution says, Wrestling World, look out. Mantell, new world's heavyweight
Let's
champion.
go.
We're going to have a National Enquirer and People Magazine.
Rockin'
gonna do a
Rebel. Oh
picture of it.
God.
But you know,
Oh man, Rocking Rebel. Ugh. At ECW, bad enough. But did you ever see him during like the CZW era?
funny how thing. No, don't tell us. No, we don't.
I'll
wanna
never
hear it.
understood
You know,
the Rockin'
a lot
Rebel
of things are
appeal.
going on. See, I beat Jerry Lawler for the world's belt. And then Ricky Morton, he beat Jerry Lawler, and it looks
Yeah, never
like
trust
the big
facial hair.
king, hey, the paper was right. The era is over. The new era is here, and it's my
The new era?
Now
Wow.
they want some kind of a match, and we're calling it the San Quentin.
Two guys who've been wrestling for like 15 years or more are talking about how they're the new era.
Showdown. You see these handcuffs right here?
I see him.
Lawler's gonna bring that bogus, low-life, egg-sucking dog, Wendell Cooley in the ring.
He was around in CZW, and he also wrestled a shit ton of indies in that area, like in the early to mid 2000s.
And they're gonna take 3 handcuffs. There's 4 guys in a mask. Gonna take 3 handcuffs in there, and they're gonna put a handcuff on each
Man, I
rope
feel
all
like
around
this.
the ring.
I
Now,
feel
what
like
we're
this
gonna
weed
do,
is
we're gonna
laced
handcuff
or something.
Wendell Cooley first, and we're gonna leave the best for last.
I think
We're
I'm just
gonna
so
leave the big dethroned
fired up
king.
about Dutch
We're
being the
gonna
world
whoop him
champion.
like the
We're
low-life
cresting.
dog that he is, and
We're cresting on primetime. We're cresting on Memphis Wrestling. We're cresting on the Bethadone Harlequin Mask content. We're cresting on a great year of content.
then we're gonna handcuff him, and that means we win the match. Plus, after we get our
I'm allowed
hands
to say
raised,
it because
we
I
get
also
2
have
minutes
facial
on them
hair.
while they're handcuffed. Now, Ricky,
Kind of
you
like
that
Beth using
idea?
the F
I
slur.
sure do, Dutch. You know, Jerry Lawler come here telling
Team
all
of the
over
90s,
world, in
baby.
his backyard, that he is the king, that he can't be beat. Well, we proved to you, Jerry Lawler, last week when Dutch Mantell, myself, beat you and Wendell Coolidge. We showed you what it was all about. Well, this week, brother, it's going to be your time to see what you can do with us. But you see, when it comes right down to nitty-grit, Dutch Mantell, Rick Morton don't take no.
Yeah, well, you guys just better
No,
stand
what?
here.
Don't take no. Yeah. Grit. Dutch Mantell, Rick Morton don't take no.
Yeah, well, you guys just better stand here and listen because I got.
You
something
better
to tell
believe
you
we're going to
that
be
you're
hearing that on an
interested in.
upcoming
I'm
Sports
telling you
Friday.
now, don't go running off. I got something to tell you in here that's very important.
6'5"
and it
Lizzie
falls
Andrews.
on- Hey,
Ooh,
what can you do?
yeah.
Did I try to tell him or didn't I?
Try to tell them.
I
I've already
tried to
forgot
tell
how
them
to do
had
it.
with the
Oh, yeah, it was
championship belt, and they wouldn't
ooh-wee.
listen. Let
Yeah.
me get that out.
We won't have any of that. There you go.
I was going to tell him it had to do a lot with some.
I
big
thought
money
he
involved.
had been. I thought he had been excused because of his dead naming of Rick Casey.
Involved in it too, but they wouldn't listen, would they? No, they wouldn't do it.
He
So,
always skips
I
on it.
guess
They had to
maybe
do
that what
he
we'll
did a
just have to
GoFundMe
do
for
is,
child
share
support.
the big news.
Yeah.
I think they heard the word money. Yeah,
Money,
they
yeah.
heard money.
Money, I know what it is.
One thing I like about Ricky Morton, he waited to get married to have sex and then only stuck it in one woman from behind ever.
Well, that's not exactly what I had in mind. What I wanted to
A
do.
real family
I ain't
man.
got all day.
Yeah, I know. I said something about money, and I said
I'm the
something
one.
about that. I'm going
Ooh,
to ask
yeah.
Mr. Coffee if he is out there. Please bring in the official
What a weird.
communication.
I love that.
We
That's
have
great.
heard from the
So bizarre.
Championship Committee of the Unified Heavyweight Title. And
Look
Mr.
how
Guy
bored
Coffey,
Ricky- always
thank you,
looking at
Guy.
this
Here, let me
character.
read this to him out here.
Who's this person?
Okay. What is he
Who's
got?
this
He
neat
is the
little guy?
representative of
Is
the
that Lalo?
CWA with the-
Big deal.
Hey, big deal. Will you just all right, I'm going to tell you what it has to say to CWA officials. This letter is to inform you that the World Championship Committee has reviewed the tape of the title match between Jerry Lawler and Dutch Mantell, in which Ricky Morton was the special referee. After careful consideration, the Championship Committee has ruled that Dutch Mantell's victory be overturned.
Oh,
and
bullshit.
nullified.
Bullshit. Weeks later, talk about Lawler calling in favors, spreading the money around. Bullshit.
And that the championship reverts back to Jerry Lawler immediately.
And of course, Lalo is the one who delivers the news.
Wait a minute. Dutch Mantell is instructed to relinquish the world belt to the representative on hand, and furthermore, for his part in what was an obvious collusion, Ricky Morton has been fined $5,000.
Oh, man.
It has it right there. You heard what it says. It comes from the championship.
What a bunch of bullshit.
That's the official communication.
I ain't giving it to nobody.
Give him the belt. You heard what it said.
Right here. You read this right here.
Knock this motherfucker down. Get this guy out of here.
Right there.
Read that right there. That's what it says right there.
Instructed to
Did this guy provide any kind of identification? Where is Eddie Marlin and EFD?
relinquish
That's what
it
it says.
immediately.
It says right there. Read it.
Can't
Well,
you
let me
see it?
show
It
you
says-
something here.
Hey,
I'm
come on,
hot
Dutch,
now, I'm
Don't
heated.
start that stuff. Hey,
come on.
Dutch, will you quit? Come on, Dutch, now quit that stuff. You're
Oh, he
breaking
stomped
the
his
guy's
sunglasses.
glasses.
Oh, man, look at Lance.
You're breaking the guy's glasses up like Man, that's ridiculous. Coming in here. Come on, Dutch. You guys, I'm telling you, these are
Oh, is Dutch going to be... Oh, he shoved Lance down. Oh, I thought he got him down. Oh, there they are now. Of course.
comes out here and he broke his glasses right down here. I'm sorry about that.
Oh, thank God Wendell Cooley's out here. Lalo's pissed. Joe Shabatoni needs to clip that and put like Lalo sunglasses incident fire emoji.
Boy, I gotta tell you one thing. That shows you the kind of
Poor
the
Lalo.
kind of breeding those two guys got. I thought maybe Ricky Morton had a momentary lapse.
Let me
Did
just
anybody-
say this. Yeah, they're real tough. They can take somebody like Mr. Coffey's glasses and break them. That's all you can do. Let me tell you something, Mantell. You know now, you're not the
Good
champion.
thinking.
You never were the champion.
You
brother,
invite
and we
all my
still
friends
got
to my
something
birthday
going.
party. Good
We're
thinking.
gonna take a break, and we'll be back in just a minute.
That's one of my favorite room lines. I fed up with this world.
We got Rodney Napper climbing up in the ring with Chris Frazier right
Rodney
now.
Napper,
Set to go
we haven't
with,
seen him in a
tag
minute.
team action, and they're coming back this time to be
Remember when they
officially in the
mistakenly
ring
called him
rather than,
Ken Raper?
Out here, standing by though there.
Well, I tell you, that it is
The chair leg.
just irritating.
Sounds like some
Going
Dateline
on,
shit.
Mantell and Mort just burns me up.
Or like in Gone Girl, where the lady stuck the champagne bottle up her ass.
No call for that.
Shinya Hashimoto. I can't believe we're getting to watch Shinya Hashimoto against Chris Frazier and Rodney Napper.
Match. Out of Halls, Tennessee, Rodney Napper standing in the ring. His partner in the corner from Mississippi, Chris Frazier. Shogun Masamune and Samurai Shinji at a total weight of 530 pounds. Tojo Yamamoto in the corner, and also out here, P.Y. Chuhai.
P.Y. Chuhai.
Ceremonial.
Why is that police officer seizing all this contraband?
Knocking the customs of these people.
Knocking, yeah, but I've seen you swing that thing around.
Right on it from me.
Who is the samurai? I'm not sure.
Introduce these people.
Somebody told
to
me last
America, this
week, but I
tag team
forgot.
right here. So, brother, I'm not going to stand here and talk to you. I brought the best team. We are going to just dominate everything in the wrestling section around here. So all the guys are terrified of these guys.
Rodney Napper
So
got
we're
on
gonna keep
Virgil
we're gonna
tights.
keep on. Finally, we're going to give them the recognition they need. So I'm not going to be talking to you anymore. I'm going to give
That's
them
not their
back.
like names though. You know what I mean? It's just their Memphis name.
Come on, Tojo.
Stick across the back.
Boy, he is just killing Rodney Napper.
Yeah, I
with
liked
that
it.
kendo stick.
You even speculated on. I like how South to West will sometimes try to like speculate what I was thinking during the review. I thought that was funny.
Over. Shogun Masamune kicks him right in the head. Tags Samurai Shinji. And they double chop Napper. Buckled his legs. Hip tossed him over. Stomped
We haven't
down
seen
on him.
Ken
Man, these
Raper
two
in a
guys.
while.
And you know the sad thing about it is, Dave, both of these guys have a great marriage of the Oriental martial arts and catch-as-catch-can wrestling.
Both of
I've
these
seen
guys
them
have a
now in
great
about 4
marriage.
matches, and they are dynamite. They don't need all of this stuff. But when you got somebody like Yamamoto,
I don't think so, Rodney
and
Napper.
P.Y. Chuhai egging them on, you see the kind of attitude.
This guy's.
they
I kind of
got.
like
They
this
didn't
guy's
push
attire at
anything
least.
either.
It's kind of like 90s
We got Chris
Lawler-esque.
Frazier in there now after working over Rodney Napper for a while.
It's always good to do exercises like that. It helps you understand South to West better. And to look at the content, like, through a South to West lens. The Samurai is Ric Flair
Stands him
slumming.
on his head in a big tall
He's not masked, is he?
Kicking down on Chris Frazier. Frazier and Napper just
Yeah, nobody's wearing a
not
mask.
had a chance into the rope, and man, he turned him loose.
Are you talking about the Shadow from the
What a
first
chop
match?
He nailed him with.
Ric
Tagged
Flair's putting over
Shogun
Jeff Jarrett in
Masamune,
40
who was
seconds in the
on
Memphis
rope
opener in
as he
1989.
comes down, double chops
He
Chris
just loves
Frazier
the business.
right straight down to the mat. Picks him back up again, and there's another tag. I believe they could get the pin right now. They have battered on him with such
I'm really
force.
impressed with this Territory Era's Gorilla Monsoon facial
There's
sculpt.
that spinning back kick, and he kicked his brains out. Wow.
He's pushing 145 over his head while yelling Shabatoni.
It was just total. Hickerson, P.Y. Chuhai did call one thing right over here. He
No,
said they were gonna
I was like,
dominate.
wow,
Well,
well,
they
Rick's doing a
dominated this
terrible
match.
job of,
It was
or he's like
almost
doing an
total
excellent makeup
domination
job
in
or
this match,
something.
'cause First they worked on Rodney Napper, and then Chris Frazier. And finally,
It's okay,
after
F.
2
Wood.
minutes,
We will
41
overlook
seconds,
your
they got the
racism
cover
that all
and the
Japanese
victory in the
wrestlers should be
match.
masked.
And Tojo won't call him off. He's leaving him in there.
No excuse again. I mean, this is the kind of thing that just gets people so upset with guys like that. And look at Yamamoto.
It came from
Throw
a
him out.
it came from a Mattel set that's got 4. I think it's Bruno, Superstar Billy Graham, Muhammad Ali in like a press conference suit when Monsoon, I think, scooped him up and airplane spinned him, and then it's got the Territories Era Gorilla Monsoon, but it's $80 and I don't want the other figures. But someone, I guess, bought a set and didn't want his figure, so I got it for like $15 on eBay.
Throw him out. And now, Yamamoto with that, get him out of there.
And that's what I like. Like, they made a ton of him as the announcer, but like he's actually in like his ring gear here.
Now they stand out here.
Listen, you need to be life affirming, okay? Listen to me. Ben, you need to fornicate.
Real sportsman. Okay.
let's take a look at that spinning back kick that he nailed him with. Man, look at this. Off the ropes into one. He'll go back over and get the slingshot effect off the other rope.
I've got a couple more figures coming too. I've got a Will Ostrich coming, and then they issued a 2-pack of the Briscoes, but it sold out really quick. But I didn't even know they issued single figures of each of them. But they had a half-off sale for Black Friday.
That's what the problem was. Okay, Dave, shoot.
From Powertown? Oh my God.
We've got another good tag match coming up. I love it. Big action today, buddy.
I can't believe that Ric Flair is still at Walmart. Like, that's crazy to me. I want that fucking Jeff Jarrett, and I can't find it anywhere. Those Powertown figures are so fucking expensive.
Total of $478. Out of Montgomery, Alabama, Jimmy Golden. And out of Tampa, Florida, Frankie the Thumper Lancaster.
Todd Morton and Scott Steiner. Oh, this is, look at this. Scott Steiner and the Timu Ricky Morton. Right? Yeah. So Ricky Morton is in here with Timu Ricky Morton at the same time against Golden and the Thumper.
Scott Steiner. Also, isn't this the fella that lady beat up there a little bit?
Isn't that the fella a lady beat up?
Bruno, I say. Well, what's the occasion? You're dressed so fine today.
I am looking real nice, son. You'd think I bought this stuff at the same shop where you get yours. But I didn't, baby. This is an order. This is a pretty piece of suit right here. Let me move on right now to what I'm out here
He's getting rocket up his ass, and I don't really know why.
Frankie Lancaster, and one of the reasons he's made this stable, his attitude, baby. This man right here is just full of the right kind of attitude. You know what I'm talking about?
You've officially signed him into the stable then, right?
That's right. You know, I had times where I came out here to do official
I figured you'd
signings
come
out here,
back
but I
once they
figured
started
that
talking
day's
about the
over,
Thumper
baby.
again.
That some people are
Bethadone.
talking about. What's wrong? Just fall out or fall over there. What you got going on? Come over here.
Well, that's kind of, oh yeah, using it. Look at Fuller. Boy, I'll tell you.
Robert Fuller out there pitching a fit. Look at Scott Steiner, though. He's like babyface firing in the ring.
I remember you from a little earlier. You're the one the lady beat up, I think. Yeah, I believe that's downtown, Bruno.
That's one referee right there that's woke up now. He's going to be doing his job.
You got him straight, huh?
I tear that patch off your shirt, boy, and you can find another place to referee.
Well, in the ring right now, Frankie the Thumper Lancaster,
Frankie the Thumper,
member of the stud stable, going in with the muscle man from the Motor City, Scott Steiner.
You just had to do something. That's fine.
You know, Lance,
We're all about doing here.
Before we were interrupted, that man right there talks big, Frank Lancaster. Therefore, in order to stay a member of this stable, he's going to have to show me big action. Get out!
Ooh, what a sell.
Well, look at this.
Oh, he's still going.
You're going to get rid of your cousin, too?
A clear case of double teaming, not that.
Oh, yeah.
He was big. I was going to say, the stud stable are very tall, and he looks comparable to Jimmy Golden, it seemed like.
And Lancaster and Golden back out.
Yeah, he's pretty tall.
A big powwow complaining about all the things that happened to him.
These are all Ben Thorpe
Stud is saying there's one way to correct it. Get
gentlemen.
back in there and tear him up.
I'll tell you what, these boys are going to get fired up here in a minute. And there's a Mr. Scott Steiner and this Morton that's going down, and I mean going down hard. I don't like rock and roll anyway.
And there goes Fuller again. He's on a tear today.
Hey, Bethadone Clinic, this guy right here, Robert Fuller, he has the biggest dick in professional wrestling. Like every shoot interview, every time anybody interviews about rats and stuff like that, this guy and Virgil always come up. Surprisingly not the Thumper, though.
Jimmy Golden, his cousin, Lancaster throws Todd Morton off. Uh-oh.
You don't know bliss until you've nodded off. Wow. People do seem pretty happy while they're nodding off.
What was he patting him on the head?
Jimmy Golden's part. Morton come in there trying to swing at him when he knew he's not the lead.
They seem very like relaxed and, you know, just kind of off in their own world. Chill, everything's good, everything's fine. Any external things, they're oblivious to the outside world. Big old wang. You got it, Bethadone.
Now now the smiles are starting to come out.
Big old wing.
Tag goes from Thumper to Golden, and Golden takes over.
Something, Lance, that boy there in there wrestling.
I suffer because of Bethadone's name, but I refuse to stop shouting her out.
I wrestled him the other night, and he whines and he cries when you get him in that position like that. And that's a half a man that does that.
He's one of the best young guys to come along in a while, I'll tell you. That's my opinion. That's true.
There now, Pierce sitting on his chest.
Okay, I want to see a whine and cry
Yours is
out of
bigger.
this guy. Scott Steiner is in there. Slams ahead of Lancaster.
I've seen the product, and I don't know about that.
Yeah, he is double teaming Bill. You heard what Fuller said. That's a kind of convoluted
I'm talking about your
logic
product.
you can find in the stud stable. Oh, and a pile driver the referee didn't see. Count of
Congrats,
one,
wow.
count of two, count of three.
Yeah, double wrist. Well, hold on.
Todd Morton.
When you wrap your dick around your wrist once, it's called the wristwatch. If you can wrap it around twice, it's called the Uncle Elmer.
Slammed down by Golden. The thumper in Golden's hands up in the air. And the
23.
4 minutes and 22
Stud
seconds.
stable.
We got to take time out. More wrestling and the big expiration of time still to come.
Your product is an entire production. I've seen, yeah.
Big heart of action, 5 big matches.
Stud Stable was
Evansville
great in
Coliseum
Smoky
Wednesday
Mountain,
night.
too.
Return tag team match for the main event. Dirty Dutch Mantell.
Cornette really got a lot of mileage out of like Stud Stable, Rock and Roll Express, and Heavenly Bodies, like in a triangle
Rick
feud.
Morton take on Wendell Cooley and Jerry the King Lawler. Special 6-man penalty match. This is how it works. If Adrian Street loses, Garvin gets his music right. If Bill Dundee loses, he's going to have his head shaved. If Downtown Bruno loses, he leaves town. The
He's
Beast
gotta
loses, the
leave.
good guys get 5 minutes with Garvin. If the Beauty loses, Dundee gets his suit back. If the lovely Linda loses, Garvin gets 5 minutes with her alone.
Oh boy, we are on some absolutely batshit crazy stipulations again.
Beauty and the Beast with Downtown Bruno against superstar Bill Dundee, the exotic Adrian Street, and the lovely Linda. All that action Wednesday night.
Well, that was Ben's statement whenever his dick pics leaked on Discord. He kind of tried to defend them by saying that it was because of how tall he was.
At the Coliseum.
That's right, Michelson, John. I've been in an awful lot of matches down there at 400
Oh,
court
my
treatment.
God.
This is the first time I've ever been on a 6-man tag with a stipulation like this. Well, let's have it's a first for this kind of match. Let's be a first for how it's going to end. If we beat them all, if Adrian beats one, I beat one, and Linda beats one, there's a whole lot of stipulations end up the same way. There's nobody talked about that, but we're going to find out if that'll happen, because that's exactly what's going to happen. Garvin, I'm taking you out, and Adrian or Miss Linda's going to take one or the other out, and it doesn't
Look
really
at
make
this.
what difference which one it
Oh
is. I
my
want the
God. Look at this fucking shirt. This is amazing. I wonder if he had that made by the world's fastest airbrush artist.
suit back, and I'm getting it back, brother, so Garvin,
Is he
you're
nude
right,
on it?
punk.
There's a whole lot of stipulations going on. Goofy and the Beast, what a joke. I mean, when I stride to the ring,
Yeah, I just gotta
turn
leave
heads.
town.
When Garvin minces or waddles,
I'd be like, hey, hold on a second. I have to leave town. I have to uproot my life and leave town. But if he loses, he just has to pick a different entrance music. Is that a fair trade-off?
ring, he turns stomachs. As far as I'm concerned, he looks like
Fleetwood,
a
what do you
fat,
have
horrible
against?
little ugly duckling
How
trying
could
to
anyone
imitate
have
a
anything
beautiful
against
swan.
Bethadone?
If you want to imitate me, Garvin, why don't you try to imitate some of my wrestling skills?
How you been doing,
Then you
Kelvin?
might get somewhere.
All that action coming up Wednesday night, Evansville Coliseum. 5 big matches.
Well, and then also after he had kind of done the size explanation, then it became people were concerned about the coloration. I
including the
remember.
return tag team match with Mantell and Rick Morton against Wendell Cooley and Jerry the King Lawler. Lawler CWA tag team match. Robert Fuller against Wendell Cooley in 5 big matches, including the return tag team match with Mantell and Rick Morton against Wendell Cooley and Jerry the King Lawler. Lawler CWA
Ooh,
tag
man,
team
how are you a Memphis commentator and you mess up Lawler's
match.
name?
Robert Fuller, Jimmy Golden with Sylvia against Tracy Smothers and Jeff Jarrett, plus the big
Poor Bethadone.
6-man penalty match. See you Wednesday night.
We got our big expiration of time match coming up here in just a moment. And that's going to
What's this strange logo
Jerry
here?
Lawler and Wildcat Wendell Cooley against the Beauty and the Beast. And while they're putting down that pink mat, which the Beauty and the Beast wrestle on, we're going to take a second to talk to the King and Wildcat Wendell Cooley.
What I want to do is I want to see if Dutch Mantell has got any guts at all.
I like it. I like that opening as well, like a declaration of action.
Dutch Mantell, if you're half the man you say you are, because you're no longer the
Look
champion,
at this outfit,
you'll come
man.
out here right now and bring me my World Heavyweight Championship.
Bring it out, Dutch. You might not agree with it, but it is what it is.
You're not the champion, and as far as I'm concerned, as far as the fans are concerned, and obviously as far as the championship committee is concerned, you never were the champion, brother. You and Rick Morton got together, you pulled your little stunt. Well, it got you by to pose as a champion for 2 weeks. But
Would make a great
so
heel manager,
you
yeah.
used to having that belt around your waist.
Yeah, she really would, because she is easy to look at, and then on top of that, can turn psychotic at like a flip of a switch, and also she's like fiercely loyal. So she'd be like a Sylvia type, but like more mentally unstable.
Because I promise you, you'll never have it
Respectfully.
around here again if I got anything to do with it.
Well, simple statement from the King about Mantell.
Yeah, Bethadone has like
Short and sweet to you, Ricky Morton. You made
she's
yourself
either
a
like
nasty
on
bear
adorable
powder, man.
mode
You're
or
gonna
on
have to
feral
deal with
mode.
it.
That's pretty much
Let's
it.
talk for just 1 second. I know they want
Heel
us in the
manager
ring.
is like a bad girl. You would come out with like the guy you manage would be like hated by the crowd.
San Quentin Showdown, boys. That's the time where we don't worry about pinning anybody. It's time to start hurting somebody, and there won't be any referee in the ring to pull us off of you. You'll just be there, and you'll be handcuffed, shackled to those ropes, and it'll be me and Wendell Cooley to just have our way with the both
He would
of you.
roll out
That's
of bed
exactly
like
what's
that.
gonna
Wow,
happen.
very regal.
It's going to be an interesting match when it comes about. There's no question about
How's it going,
that.
John Wilkes Booth?
Okay, this is going to be an interesting match also, as Lawler and Cooley will be in there against the Beauty. and
Clamgate
the Beast.
mode.
Here they come out with downtown Bruno acting as valet Terrence Garver and Mark Cooley.
It's going to be an expiration of time match here as they step.
You
through
would
the
help
ropes.
your guy like you would help him cheat. You would like cheat during the match to help him win, like grab somebody's leg to trip him or something while the referee's not looking, or throw him like a weapon. If we were in Memphis, you could use your catchphrase, but I don't think you could get away with it these days. Heroes of wrestling, though, it's freedom of expression.
Everybody in the ring.
Oh my God! Do you want to know what? This is kind of funny that I didn't find out until yesterday. WWE has started claiming all my Memphis videos, and guess what footage they're claiming? The Jeff Jarrett the poster. They're saying they own the Jeff Jarrett the poster like advertisement now, I guess.
Off the bat.
Might have hit the bong. Hell no, man. Of course. What's up, 88 Wake?
Well, I guess I didn't expect any more or any less out of them. They come jumping in here. The bout hadn't really gotten started. And look at that goofy Garvin, that laugh of his, and the way he skips around up there drives me crazy. Lawler down with Morton pounding on him, and Mantell getting some help out of Mark Gouline over there on Wildcat.
Well, this is really... Where's the referee at in this?
Morton is really beating up on Lawler here.
We've got Richard Mortimer in the ring. We've got Beauty and Purple. Oh, man. Great outfit from the King, though. Oh, look at this.
Okay, I'll tell you.
Look at this
We're
nonsense.
going to take a break. And
That's
we're
not
gonna
gonna
be
get
back
over with
here
the
and
crowd.
We'll check this action. It's not over by a long shot. Be back in a moment. To have a whole lot more action in there. By golly, we're just flat out of it. Hey, Dave, I want to be sure for anybody who got in here late to tell them that we got the official communication from the Unification Heavyweight Championship Committee, and they reversed that bogus win that Dutch
Bullshit.
Mantell had.
I thought he was going to say they
Fine
changed their
Ricky
mind.
Morton in here, and those stupid guys.
Well, we're just going to
take
have to
it out
vote
on the
whoever is
messenger guy, Coffey,
on that
who's
committee
the
out of power
representative,
and
busted
install
his
our
glass.
own puppet regime. Oh, no. This is what happened. Oh, man. I'm sorry, guys. Shoot. This picked up halfway through the fucking match. I'm sorry. shoot, which one is this one? The second episode? Hang on a second. I went in to get the the thumbnail, and I accidentally put it halfway through, and then when I did the copyright check, it switched it off. Shoot. All right. Well, I don't know. We'll have to figure that out. I don't want to risk it because there were quite a few like WWE claims, and like I don't want them to shut the stream down. So we'll watch that first 24 minutes sometime. I'm sorry.
Well, that's not true, Jerry Lawler. Some of the shows I didn't make because, brother, it gets hard carrying somebody on your coattail around all your life, trying to get where you are today. I done it the hard way. Nobody gave me nothing. And Jerry Lawler, you're gonna find that out, brother. You come out here telling the world how great.
What a rookie mistake.
You ain't nothing to me, Jerry. Hey, Brown.
Now, Rick, Jerry told us just a totally different story about the whole thing.
Like I told you, he's a liar.
He didn't take full
You get a lot of
credit for the
methadone
thing. He said
recommendations.
It was his idea, and the only reason he related the story is because of the way you've been acting lately.
What?
Yeah.
No, no. Look at he's getting lucky right there. It wasn't his idea. He's a liar. He's a bare-faced liar, and I'm sitting here calling that on national TV.
Well,
it was Rick Morton that did it. I'm the one
shoot,
that
I can't believe I did that.
Well, he's not over here.
What a goof.
We won the titles for 4 times.
At least we get to see is this Lawler against Keith Eric again?
It was me. Everything I done it the hard way. Didn't nobody.
He loves wrestling him.
Lawler gets the win.
Bathe Alone
2 seconds to time
is her
as he defeats
lol
Keith
cow
Eric
name
here
from
Rick Morton.
ATF Media. Keith Eric and Jerry Lawler always have a good match.
You said that you're the one that started the Rock and Roll Express. You didn't have nothing to do with it, brother. It was my idea, not Robert Gibson's. Nobody, mine.
We'll watch the rest of the content that we have, and then we'll go back and watch that first 24 minutes, and that way if it cuts the stream off, it'll cut it off at the end.
We got a telephone over here. Can you get a telephone? Well, I'll tell you what we'll do. Let's call Robert Gibson and get him on the phone, and let's see who Robert says.
Sounds like
Let's see who Robert Gibson says.
sounds like you've got a great
Give me the
algorithm.
idea for the Rock and Roll Express. You want to do that?
Yeah, I like that idea. There's the phone. There we go.
I keep like my different like devices focused algorithm wise so that I can get really
Take the receiver
on
so he
point
can't make
feeds.
the phone call. Well, that pretty obviously says who's telling the truth right there if he doesn't want you to make the phone call.
Let me just say this to Ricky Morton. I give the devil his due. He's a good wrestler, but he's become obsessed with trying to get a hold of that World Heavyweight Championship. Well, son, you want a world title, you better go to one of these other
Silent but
associations
deadly.
or one of these other federations and try to get one of those chump belts, because you're not going to get the unified world.
Humble
championship
King, it's me, says, anyone new here, if you see a chat or ATF Media, please be respectful. He's autistic. Thanks. Well, if everybody just stayed off the internet, then, I mean, what would we watch?
Jeff Jarrett here today to challenge for the CWA title. He steps into the ring. The man who's carrying the belt around right now, the champion, but he won it under...
That's focusing on feature filmmaking.
Texas, 229-pounder.
A gasser. Oh, yeah, I forgot. The gasser, the something, and the shark.
Shoe baby, that bullwhip wrapped around his neck. CWA title in his hand.
We got to see what's his shirt. Oh, look at this, guys. Dutch against Jeff Jarrett. Nice.
The belt is at stake. Yeah, let's see how tough he is, Dutch says. Dutch, I think
Okay, so essentially, are we back to the storyline? Remember when Fire and Flame, I think in '87, they technically lost the tag team titles, but they refused to. There was some kind of an issue with Eddie Marlin, and they refused to turn them over. So he kept bringing them back. Where like the next time they lost, then they had to turn the titles over. Do you remember that? They ended up having to unmask too.
you're going to find he's pretty doggone tough. Jerry Calhoun says, ring the bell. Jeff Jarrett going after Mr. Mantell.
It's me. ATF Media says that you're a shitbag that's addicted to him, and he needs a restraining order for you, that you're a fool, and that you love him and you can't go without him. That's. I'm just relaying that. That's all.
Dutch is unhappy about it. Mantell was out here earlier.
Now he's making light of the EFD $306, and in ways I don't want to repeat.
He challenged him to a title match right here today. Jeff naturally took him up on it, and again, Jeff Jarrett has run Mantell out of the ring.
Sounds like Cody.
Run out of the ring, the referee's warning Mantell about using the doubled up fist. Mantell, Steve, he's been in a nasty mood most of the day.
You've got a little pink, outfit, right? You're like your Barbie jumpsuit.
Tell the crowd's behind. Go, Jeff, go. 1 minute into the action. Headlock by Jeff Jarrett. Dutch Mantell stopped in his tracks in the middle of the ring.
Wow, now Bethadone's asking for a cock implant. I don't.
Send him into the ropes across the way, but Jeff, again.
Can you be mindful of the algorithm, and instead of saying cock implant, can you say dick appointment?
Says the crowd. There's hair pulling, all right, but it's Dutch Mantell who yanked a handful of
You do have the pink outfit? Okay, hang on a second. Give me 1 second. I saw this video, and I thought if you recreated it, Bethadone, you could really be on to something here. Hang on. It's very short, I promise. We won't even watch the whole thing, but even ATF Media, I think, will appreciate this one. But you have to have like a pink bodysuit to do it. Hang on. Okay.
In your tabletop, take your left knee, pick it up, and circle out your hip. Now we work on hip mobility. Reverse direction.
I think this is the kind of stream you watch in the back of the RV, you know.
Wrap your upper ribs.
Body slammed him coming off of there. Mantell got a drop with the elbow, but Jarrett has moved in a good drop kick by Jeff Jarrett. We're coming up on the 2-minute mark. Championship match. Jeff Jarrett trying to take the CWA title from Dutch Mantell.
You will parody it? Okay.
Got that right fist.
I thought it was a good fit.
Out of the corner.
Respectfully. From an artistic standpoint, I wasn't thinking about it from a sexual perspective.
Mantell went to the tights. Referee checked his hand up in there. I think the crowd suspected a chain or something.
They're in my... Oh my God.
Back Jeff into the rope. Referee wants him out of the corner. Big forearm by Mantell and another one across the chest.
Listen, guys, what I'd like to have right now is for everybody that's in the chat, stop talking, start watching, start learning. Please show the proper respect for Dutch Mantell and his craft, okay?
Grabs Jeff by the left arm and whips him into the rope. Across the way. Jeff takes him down, then drop kicks him to put him back on the mat. And once again, Dutch Mantell leads the ring. He's down on the floor.
Who was that, Dutch's wife? She was so concerned.
Has counted 5. A 10 count, and it's over. But at the count of 7, just before...
Oh, look at this show of sportsmanship from Dutch.
How about a handshake? Don't do it, Jeff. Again, man.
Oh no, fire emoji right next to a flag emoji. That's going to really piss off Jedi Rich.
Yeah, having none of that. He knows this guy.
I know, I can't help it. My sinuses are all fucked up. I did get Flonase, though, at Walmart, so I will improve.
Fired across the ring. Dutch pulled that knee up, hit him in the midsection.
Oh, Teeny Jarrett? Really? That's cool.
Dutch slapped Jeff.
She's upset about what's happening to her grandson.
4 minutes gone in the match. Dutch Mantell has put his ill-gotten CWA title on the line here against Jeff Jarrett.
If you can get that video done in like the next week or so, it's got to be before the end of the year when we do the, we're doing a feature-length best of Boyd Watch Live. We'll definitely put that in there.
Yeah, Dutch says, hey, didn't I do good? How about a little applause? Oh, knee to the back. He got him right above the kidney. Jeff Jarrett on the mat. Dutch kicks him out of the ring. Referee moves him
No,
back.
speaking of
There's
downward
Jeff
dog
on the
though,
floor.
that's what's fun about Bethadone is you can just put her, if she misbehaves, you can just put her into her kennel and just put her into her little cage.
Out of the ring, down on the floor, grabs Jeff by the hair.
Dutch looks like he smells like feet and ass. I can't argue with that.
We're very close to 5 minutes in the match. Dutch Mantell grabbing Jeff.
He looks like he looks like at this point in time, he looks like he would be the patriarch of like the Wrong Turn family.
Corner. Jerry Calhoun trying to get him back in the ring.
It's a crazy look. I mean, but it's effective. He looks like looks like a real life Yosemite Sam.
Now the referee starting to count on Jeff. Counts at 4. Mantell grabs him by the hair, pulls him
Yeah,
through
please
the
be
rope.
serious, Cody Turbo.
Clothesline.
Well, if you want to try that video in different in different suits, different colors and whatnot, I would be willing to, quality control them and let you know which ones were the most
For the
keynote.
championship belt. Snap suplex by Dutch. Mantell covers 1, 2, again.
Boy, I sure think he got him there. Oh man, if I was there, I'd have been like, ref, 1, 2, 3. Not 1, 2, no. That was bullshit. Dutch screwed again.
Mantell around behind, abdominal stretch. He puts it on him. Mantell's using the rope for extra leverage. You can't do that. Referee comes around to check.
Emerald, nice.
Again, Mantell uses the rope. You can see that right hand back holding onto the rope. What that allows him to do.
I'm furious about that fucking count. I would be livid if I was there in person.
There he goes. Ah, he caught him. The referee makes him break the hold. 6.5 minutes into the action.
Oh boy, things are at a boiling point, and here comes Kim. Kim is, if Kim has you blocked, she's talking about someone was so jealous of her that they killed her daughter. A very dark way to enter the chat, but hope you're having a beautiful Friday, Kim.
Mantell's got Jeff's arm wrapped around that rope. Out of the corner. Jeff fired into the turnbuckle. Big bar on the left.
By the way, everyone is on Bethadone's shit list except for me.
Really put the pressure on now.
Much like Jimmy, Beth has granted me, I'm the one person with immunity.
Mantell did break it quickly, but right back on
A lady cop? When you say lady cop, don't you think that's kind of offensive, kind of misogynistic to say lady cop?
Jeff Jarrett being held down by Dutch Mantell. Eight minutes gone. 8 minutes have passed in this match.
Oh, she kidnapped her? Why do we have to emphasize her gender?
We may have to take a break in the middle of the action.
Don't you think emphasizing gender really puts a spotlight where it doesn't, like, where it shouldn't be?
Jarrett coming in
Can we focus on the crime itself, not the gender of the perpetrator?
Comes at him with a clothesline, and the referee's involved in it too as Jerry Calhoun goes down to the mat. Jeff hooks him. He's got him down. But the referee can't count. Referee didn't see it. Jerry Calhoun still down. Oh, now look out.
Okay, ladies, a polite description. Let's hear the, tell me the impolite version.
Mantell was shoe baby.
I need to understand where you're coming from, Kim. She wanted to be used so badly that she became a cop. Are you a cop? Are you saying she was kind of like Ray Liotta in that movie Unlawful Entry?
There's Jeff Jarrett still down on the floor holding his knee.
She was like, oh, there you go, single white female.
Comes around and starts to count. He's at 3 on Jeff Jarrett. Jarrett's got a 10 count to get back in there.
What a absolutely insane conversation to be having after smoking weed for an hour.
And Dutch Mantell grabs him by the hair out on the apron. Jeff hammers him with a fist.
Well, then what the fuck? Who cares that she became a cop then, Kim? Oh, look at this referee. Oh man, this guy. Jerry Calhoun.
Couldn't make it stick for the 3. Mantell.
That's not, yeah, that's Jerry Calhoun, I
Back
think.
over, looking for the bullwhip. Jerry Calhoun, the referee, says,
Oh, she became a cop to get the power. Okay.
Here comes Jeff with a chair. Look out, Jeff.
Oh, he should be fined, suspended, maybe even just outright fired, along with anyone related to him.
But that chair just cost Jeff, perhaps, the CWA.
Eddie Marlin's gonna be like, yeah, we made sure to review the tape to overturn the title decision to give the title back to Jerry Lawler, but the tapes of my grandson beating a man to death with a chair, we don't have access to that footage any longer.
As he has just been disqualified.
What a miscarriage of justice. I'm irate about this. Look at poor Dutch. Thank God he at least, that they didn't screw him out of the title.
Dutch did with the whip, but
Dave, you think it's going to be an easy road holding that belt? Well, that proved to you right there, Mantell. It ain't going to be no easy road.
Well, he gave him a tough battle, all right, but Dutch keeps the belt. We'll be back.
What's up, El the Punisher? Oh, don't put her address in the chat, Kim.
Action coming up Wednesday.
Don't make me get
night,
loose.
Coliseum. Listen to this. Two of the big
I'm having a
matches,
good
two big
time.
main events. Superstar Bill Dundee's suit at stake. Dundee and Adrian Street take on Beauty and the Beast. If Beauty and the Beast win, they'll get 5 minutes with Miss Linda. CWA Tag Team title match.
Only
Kerry
5?
Von Erich and Jeff Jarrett take on the stud stable.
What do you
Robert
do
Ford,
then?
Jimmy
Rock,
Golden with
paper,
Sylvia.
scissor for
A special
position?
added match on the card in
Who's going to be
Evansville.
who in the
Jeff
Eiffel
Jarrett takes
Tower?
on Dirty Dutch Mantell. The Dutch man had some comments for Championship Wrestling.
You're not gonna want to waste a lot of time discussing it because you only got 5 minutes. So you kind of need to go in with a plan, I think.
Only one time in your life you had a little bit of guts. But let me tell you one thing, pal.
Nice blanket,
you're with
nerd.
The pros now, you're with the big boys. I always had a saying, if you can't run with the big dogs, then stay on the porch because you're looking at the CWA heavyweight champion here. I'm gonna
Awesome,
tell you, Jeff
Punisher.
Jarrett, you're going to regret the day your old
Bethany,
man
don't stop
talks
asking for
talks
people's
you into getting into
addresses.
professional wrestling. You're going to regret the day you were born. You're going to regret the day you ever met me, and you're going to regret ever laying your hands on me.
Or I will put you in your cage.
CWA Tag Team Championship on the line. Jeff Jarrett and the Modern Day Warriors.
Ladies
Kerry
don't
Von
have
Erich
babies.
take
What
on
a
the
take
stud
from
stable.
Kim.
Robert Fuller, Jimmy Golden, and Miss Sylvia will be with them Wednesday night in Evansville.
Hey, listen to this right here.
Oh, look at Sylvia.
He got a lot of guts.
Bethadone, this is what we're talking about. Sylvia is a heel manager.
As stupid as he can be. Dutch Mantell didn't expect to come out there and step in the ring with us for these titles right here with this goofball Von Erich. I'm going to tell you something, boy. You won't probably ever get past Dutch Mantell.
He does insult Dutch Mantell.
And take these titles right here. You've been a glutton for punishment for a long time, boy.
I remember that you're gender fluid.
You can get it. When we get you in that ring, I want to see how fast
You're
you can run around that ring and
possessed by a
behind you,
demon.
boy. You know what, Jimmy? I've been thinking maybe taking up boxing after I knocked that big Sid Vicious out like I did, baby.
Yeah, you don't know Bethadone if you don't know that. Charlie's always going to come first.
I'm gonna make him a modern day loser, Daddy.
You blame Obama? Kim, you live in the foothills of the Honduras. What are you talking about? This might have been the one where the music was triggering the block. So unfortunately, it's much more awkward without any without any music. Oh, there was Gary Young. Shout out Cody Turbo. He made the country Islamic. What world are you living in, Kim? That you think America is like an Islamic country? I mean, the fundamental Christians would like it to be from similar to Muslim culture, but from their perspective, you know. But I don't think we're not there yet. I wish I would have known this. I could have... we got some flare footage. I could have prepared a series of Bethadone Discord voice messages to scare everyone. Or we could have listened to the Savvy Guy song again. Barrier of Bad News. You were sworn into Islam. What does that mean? Like, did you have to put like your right hand on the Quran and take a pledge?
The Thumper Lancaster, Robert Fuller is over in their corner too.
No, I was just kidding, Bethadone.
Hear the music. Wow. Boy, here comes Tracy Smothers and his partner, Scott Steiner. We've got tag team action here.
Although I will say I have it set up in my will that as soon as I pass away, the privated video of the audio of the day that you got lost on the way to the dentist, all of those are going to be uploaded like as soon as I die.
Should be a good one with Steiner and Smothers going against Golden and Lancaster.
But never until then.
Robert Fuller also dressed up.
Well, now you show your feet on YouTube, Kim.
Jerry Lawler out here.
Listen, the music situation is that whatever song that was, it came up as like a copyright issue that would result in a visibility block, which means that it could have like shut the stream off. So it removed the music. It was just a really awkward scene. But the people talking about some mad shit, that could be true, because this isn't... We do wrestling every Tuesday and every Friday, but the rest of the time we do like it's like a variety stream pretty much. So there are a lot of like big personalities from other channels and like people that come from real strange communities.
Here again. King. All right. Let's see if we can get them sorted out and get the match underway here. We got a 3 against 2 situation. One of them.
Imagine coming into a wrestling stream and it's Kim talking this weird shit.
Golden not happy that Lawler is out here. It's going to be Frankie Lancaster.
Heffwood has turned his attention toward Kim now.
Yeah, I'm going to watch these backs here. Yeah.
No.
Dave, I just wanted to come out here for a second and try to clear up a little bit of a situation, if I could, that we've had a few calls about. I've had quite a few calls about.
Yeah, that's fine.
Back on December the 13th up in Chicago, I traveled up there. First of all, I won the AWA World Championship here in Memphis on May the 9th. And last
You know what would really set Memphis on fire right now and put it over the top? Bob Orton.
Promoters was calling me day and night saying, boy, we got a title match here. We got you one in Milwaukee.
We need some long Bob Orton matches.
Places like Oshkosh and Wisconsin and places like that. He had me running all over the world to defend the AWA title. Well, then Super Clash came up December the 13th in Chicago.
Cornette basically said that Bob Orton to him was like almost like the perfect wrestler. I listened to the episode of the Experience last night where he talked about they did like a Smoky Mountain Night of Legends like watch along or whatever, and he really praised like Bob Orton to the moon.
There to put the title on the line against the world-class heavyweight championship held by Kerry Von Erich. And as you know, I came out of Superclass.
Interview Vinny. He said hi to me, but he wouldn't take my prompts on what to talk about on the phone. But you know what? Good for him for not for sticking to what he wants to do.
Right here with me, the world-class belt that I won from Kerry Von Erich. Can you just get a pan down here for just 1 second there? The world-class belt from Kerry Von Erich.
Can you scan down for a second? No, I can't do it, buddy.
Right here in front of me. Then the promotions got together.
Boy, this is
and they
weird.
Had this one right here made, the Unified World Championship belt. That's a big one. Right down here, you still see.
Anything
the
else?
Class title.
Yep.
Right over here. Over here. The AWA
he's gonna be volunteering coming up soon at a shit, I forget what he said, but he's gonna be volunteering 4 hours on Saturday, and then he's gonna meet up with his quote-unquote special friend that is not Cassie McKenzie, his Down syndrome girlfriend. It'll be interesting. I brought it up to him and he didn't have anything to say. I was like, special friend, all caps.
Absolutely. He said, oh yes you can. You can come up here and just put the AWA belt.
We'll watch the video for sure, but it's funny at the beginning. I say hi to him and he's like on the phone and he's like, oh, hi Mark, and then just goes right back to his call.
On the line. And I did that a couple of times. I went to some of his cities, and I'm going to be perfectly honest with you. I haven't said this about many people, but poor Vern,
man, I love Terry Funk.
In his time, but he still thinks it's the 1950s. He still tries to promote wrestling like it's the 50s.
We watch right now it's 1980s Memphis, but we're at 1989 now. We're watching them like in order every Friday, and then Tuesdays we do different promotions, but we're doing a complete Herb Abrams UWF watch through right now on Tuesdays.
The 80s, brother. Now he calls me and tells me, if you're not going to defend this AWA title, we may have to take it away from you. I said, well, Vern, I've already went out on TV and I said, look, I'm going to send this AWA title back. Right. I'm going to send the world-class title back. Let these guys have them as company championships, just like the WWF has their own heavyweight champion. The NWA has their own heavyweight champion.
Did Terry Funk ever wrestle Gorilla Monsoon?
And the AWA having a heavyweight champion. Those guys can be the #1 contender for this unified world heavyweight championship, the only undisputed world heavyweight championship. So now I understand Vern goes out on television on ESPN and says something about, well, we're going to make Lawler vacate the title.
We'll see that Vinny Slugga video tomorrow, in fact. I think that's one of his better videos this year.
Some people called and said, we don't understand. What are they saying on the AWA? What they're saying is what I said 3 weeks ago.
If you have a good body, you shouldn't hide it. Amen, Kim. Finally, we get some pro-Gooner content in the chat. Usually chat's very anti-Gooner.
World heavyweight champion. The unified world heavyweight champion. And as long as I got this belt around my
Swamp
that's what it's going to signify. So you may see other champions floating around as far as the world class, as far as the AWA, NWA, World Federation, WWF, that's fine. They can have their company champions as long as I got the World Heavyweight Championship, Dave.
That's right, the unified one.
All 48 fans. I've got a match to watch after we finish the Memphis. I've got a match from the Midwest in the mid-2000s that I was at live. And you think this is a small crowd? Wait till you see the crowd at that fucking place. And it was a good crowd at the time, believe it or not.
Thanks, King, for clearing that up. We've had several questions ourselves about it. In the ring right now, you're looking at Scott Steiner going against Jimmy Golden.
Yeah, I'm a huge Terry Funk fan.
Tracy Smothers comes in to even it up. We got all 4 of them going. Here's Robert Fuller.
Pretty much every era that I've seen of him. Because he kind of like reinvents himself every so often.
Well, a referee called for the bell. Just over the top rope disqualification. All right. Still, the action continues here. There goes
oh, yeah, using your head. I like it.
The hands are raised.
Now what?
Over the top rope disqualification on Golden and Frankie the Thumper Lancaster. That's the first fall. We'll check the time and be back.
Would you be serious, Cody? Oh, yeah, P.Y. Chuhai.
Hey, including that championship match, the CWA title on the line as Dutch Mantell put the belt up against Jeff Jarrett in a match here which had not been previously scheduled. Actually, Dutch was scheduled to go against Wendell Cooley, but Dutch and Ricky Morton and a chair, in spite of what they said, ended up hurting Wendell Cooley, and we found out that Wendell was not able to be here. We had expected him right up till just before match time, and finally called in so the doctor would not release him for the match. But meanwhile, Dutch and Jeff
certainly
had gotten into the
reinvented
action,
now.
and they set up a CWA title match right here anyway. And we had championship wrestling action.
I really liked him
match.
in
It was
ECW.
Dutch Mantell keeping the belt, though. He
And that
brought
run
the
with
bullwhip into the
Flair
action. Referee didn't
leading up
see
to,
that.
like, the
He had been
I Quit
knocked
match.
down.
That was
When
all
Jeff
really
brought
cool.
the chair in, the referee had no choice but to disqualify Jeff. So Dutch Mantell still has the CWA title. He's still got the belt around his waist. Bill Dundee and Adrian Street won their match today. It was the Japanese team and P.Y. Chuhai winning a six-man tag team match.
Cornette's got a great
Rick
story
Morton had
about
the makings of a
Funk
good
doing the
match,
moonsault in
there.
Smoky
Ended up
Mountain,
with,
I think,
Rick
or
Morton
somewhere where
getting the
Cornette
victory
was
over tough
working.
Brian Lee.
And
Jerry Lawler,
he
the
asked
King,
him what
won
the
his
hell he was
match.
doing,
He
and
did
he's
it under
like,
difficult
Terry
circumstances
says,
with
I
Rick
don't
Morton out
know,
here talking
Jim.
all during his match. The title match we just told you about, Dutch Mantell keeps the CWA title. And then the team of Tracy Smothers and Scott Steiner put together a victory
Promo
today in the
battle,
expiration of time
F-Wood
match
won't
over
come
the
up
stud
on
stable.
stream.
They won the first fall by disqualification.
He keeps a
and then
low
time ran
profile.
out in the second fall. Speaking of time running out, ours has. We'll be back with you next week.
We'd have to do an
So long,
underwear
everybody.
check on Bethadone to make sure we didn't have a repeat of Celebrity
The
Sunday.
announcers on this program are selected and paid by parties other than this station, namely the promoters of Championship Wrestling.
Just practice abstinence, womp womp. I don't think so. Get that negative attitude out of here, Kim. Get the hell out. We will not preach abstinence at Fusion Studios. The suits in Palo Alto are very clear on that. We are a life-affirming content network.
Hello, everybody. I'm Dave Brown at ringside. Lance Russell taking the day off. He'll be back with us again next week. Today, we're going to introduce you to a brand new wrestler in the area, Jungle Jim McPherson. Also,
Jungle
we will be looking
Jim
at the Master
McPherson.
of Pain, Rick Morton's Hitman. who's
Brian,
coming in
you'll never
today.
guess who came
That's not
out.
all. Big Battle Royal.
What's
with
he
just
called?
a
The
bunch of
Dino-
folks in
oh,
that ring. That would
Dino
should be
Douche
interesting, too.
and
All in
Jungle
all, we got
Jackoff.
lots of championship wrestling action coming up. The pink mat is in place. That means Beauty and the Beast will be coming along right after we take time out for this.
What happened on Celebrity Sunday? You don't remember when Bethadone showed her clam on Celebrity Sunday? And then she made us a little documentary all about it happening and then the fallout from it and what people had to say about it. And then she did like a final message to Trigger Man. And then we got to see the shot, but with some tasteful editing.
Chris Frazier, Alan Reynolds standing in the ring right now, and here comes referee Jerry Calhoun. I hear that silly
Kim, have you
laugh,
ever heard of the
and
World
there is
Teacher?
Terrence
I know you
Garvin,
have. I know you've
followed by
watched
Mark Guline, the
Jimmy
Beast.
content with me before.
Weird.
You need to. I feel like you and Jimmy would be a good.
He's got on the back of that.
You could help build his ministry.
Yeah, we're
Although
gonna
women today, they don't want to build
as
with
if we
you.
didn't already know. As Terrence Garvin
Always
steps
good to
up
see
onto the
Alan
ring apron,
Reynolds.
The Beast pulls the ropes while he steps through there, and we are set to go with a one-fall 10-minute time limit match. Beauty and the Beast weighing in at 465. Chris Frazier, Alan Reynolds will weigh in at 443. And Beauty is telling the security guard to
Don't
take
bring
very
up
good care
weight
of that
issues.
pink
Be
jumpsuit
mindful of
because
the
someone might try to
algorithm,
steal it.
please.
Alan Reynolds starting out against the Beast. That is generally the scenario. The Beast usually starting things for.
This chat is insane. It's pretty chill. Well, it's a little bit worked up today.
Taking him down repeatedly with that arm. The Beast with a lot less hair maybe than he had the last couple of times you've seen him. Victim of a recent hair-cutting match.
How you doing, Thomas Wyatt?
Chris Frazier in there. The Beast picks him up.
Ooh, man, the Beast is not taking any shit. Did he shave his head? Ooh, I don't know. Didn't he used to have weird-looking hair?
I think Beauty comes down off the ropes on top of Chris Frazier. I think we've all
Future Ring Boys scandal guy,
Beauty
Terry
only
Garvin.
shows up in the match after the Beast has got somebody hurt. Beauty comes in to finish him off. There's a right hand. The Beast back in after the tag.
It's honestly, dude, they shut down Amber Lynn Reed's entire channel. Like they're demonetizing a ton of channels that are focused on that kind of content. Yeah, it's me, believe it or not. I guess that's the new thing they're cracking down on, apparently.
Garvin with a folding metal chair.
Oh, man, did you see Dundee? Woo! Look at him go.
Dundee after Garvin.
He should cut a promo talking about how he doesn't like tall, muscle, good-looking men. It was my favorite Dundee promo ever, I think.
The Beauty is gone. Terrence Garvin is left. The Beast with another power slam on Chris Frazier. Counts at 2. This one's over.
Mike Honcho.
So Beauty leaves. The Beast gets the win, and now Beast goes over and jumps Alan Reynolds. Alan coming in to help Chris out after the match was over. And Gillette grabs him by the hair, throws him out of the ring. And finally, the Beast.
It was really Keno when it happened on Celebrity Sunday because she had on this little dress and she turned around and I was like, ooh, this is going to be dicey. Like, I thought maybe she would just show like a cheek or something. And then she started like twerking and it was just like, it was like in slow motion. It was just like, there it was. And Ruby didn't even notice.
Superstar steps in a ring. He never goes in as the underdog.
What a magic moment.
Absolutely brand new, first time ever video on the Superstar. Gypsies on
My
parade.
chat is
Here he
toxic
right
in
here.
what way? Now listen, Kim, here's what I'm going to need from you right now. Is I'm going to need you to quiet down and really listen, okay? Be respectful of this wonderful content we're about to look at. This isn't just some, random nonsense, Kim. This is an important segment right here. You notice I didn't do this for the other segments. You don't hear me telling everybody to be quiet for just any segment. So please, we got to really, really dial in on this, Kim. I think it'll really bring you some peace. You're only here because I'm the only one nice to you online. Welcome to Fusion Studios. What a moving video. You guys won't judge me if I cry, will you? Get Harley Race out here. Hey, put Jamie on the phone. I need more 8x10s for the gimmick table. God damn, wrestling will really get you in the feels, right? You're worried about why you're being filmed. Oh, not a moondog. Ooh, that's old school footage. Oh boy, here comes Kim asking how brave everybody is. What's going to happen now? Poor El the Punisher is like, what the fuck is this stream? Oh man, just hanging out with EFD and Eddie Marlin. Hey Vinny Slug, a great video last night of you calling your aunt and grandmother. I thought it was so good, man. Great lore, special friend. Oh man, I gotta compose myself, guys. This is very moving. Poor Bill Dundee, man. He's giving it his all. Oh man. We're all pigs. Great, Kim. Wow. Actually, they did, but from what I saw of it, I was like, this is... We gotta have it. So at least on live, it'll be there. Hopefully, it'll be able to stay on.
Card, including a progressive tag elimination match in there, a CWA tag title match, and all of that. But listen to this.
I think that song actually came up as revenue sharing, which means I can just... It's not forced, so I can just like... I don't know. I don't think those are forced. I'm not sure though.
Not a match that's going to mean two matches.
Maybe it's up to each individual claimant or whatever.
Going against Jeff Jarrett and Dundee. Now the winner of that match gets to call the stipulations on a CWA heavyweight title match with Mantell and Jeff Jarrett. So
Kim, would you let Dutch Mantell hit it?
You think you're talking to a rookie here? I read the rules.
You were looking quizzical.
I know the rules, Lance.
You mean get rid of the cameraman like
Stinkinest town in Indiana, next to Indianapolis.
You mean get rid of the cameraman, like have it make sense why, like have it not be like in a movie where there's just always a camera following people, but like you want it to make sense why there's a camera in whatever place they're at. You know what I mean?
I don't like Evansville, and after I whooped Dundee.
Like last week's stream, we saw an episode where that was really well done. And Lawler was like in the midst of an interview, and then he left in like a big huff because he heard somebody had just entered the building, and then the camera kind of followed him from there. But like that made sense because we were with him. Everything makes sense of why the cameraman would follow him in that situation.
He and Jeff Jarrett, you know that Ohio River is not too far down the street. They can just hit that little
Dutch are evil. Wow.
Go jump in the river and drown
Great, another
themselves.
Mantell hater in the chat.
Then it'll be all over. But when I get to Evansville, this belt is going to be on the line, and Jeff Jarrett, he wants to take it away from me. Well, it's not going to happen. Now, they've concocted some kind of scheme to where me and my good friend Ricky Morton, a great friend of mine, has always been a good friend of mine, and I can always rely on him. Me and Ricky Morton are going to go in the ring against Dundee and Jeff Jarrett. Now, the stipulations are, of course, if they win, that means I have to defend this title against Jeff Jarrett with that low-bred Australian in the corner,
built
right?
Wall
And
Street.
no
Wow.
Ricky Morton. Okay, but if we win, Ricky gets to stay in the corner and give me expert sound advice during the match. Yes, and he's going to go. He's going to go, and I'm going to tell you what, Dundee, you stuck your nose one time too many where it didn't belong. Now, you have no business in it.
I thought it was called Wall Street, named after Michael Wall Street.
But Dundee does not need to be there other than trying to get close to Jeff Jarrett. Hey, you're both
Or
going
VK
down to
Wall
Evansville.
Street.
Got a one-fall 10-minute match coming up here. Scott Steiner in the ring right now. Here comes the referee. Scott's opponent's going to be Frankie the Thumper Lancaster.
Ooh, wow. Steiner in a singles against
Scott,
the Thumper.
The former All-American out of the University of Michigan, going against the muscle man.
Yeah, I agree, El the Punisher.
And Frankie the Thumper Lancaster. Should be a good one. Jerry Calhoun.
That's one of the things I really like about Memphis is there are very, very few backstage anything. Like everything happens in like the interview area where you'd expect, you know, people to be interviewed. And they're actually being interviewed. They're actually a guy there holding the microphone. It's not just some guy standing there with the microphone when the camera opens.
And we're off. Lancaster.
I just feel like when you have the announcer there, it just makes it feel like it's more of like a sports league, you know, where like you have to go out while you have your allotted time. Like, you know, it just kind of, even though it's not a huge deal, it just kind of adds that little bit of like that I'm watching a sporting event.
A few weeks, member of the stud stable, and like him or not,
Mountain Holler
Lancaster
drinker
has shown some real wrestling ability as he has been in here. Scott Steiner, of
Mountain
course,
Holler, if you hear me.
pretty well says it all. Nice shoulder butt by Scott coming off the ropes. Steiner, nice takedown. Got Frankie Lancaster flying through the air. Frankie Lancaster wants to call time.
Man, this guy's, he's heavy on the arm drags.
There's no such thing as timeout, Frankie. I'm sorry. The referee says, what are you complaining about? And I think you
Oh, it's just gone. Maybe the sponsorship ended.
Was pulling the tights. Crowd says, didn't see any
William
of that.
Regal? Yeah, of course.
The referee didn't see it, so we're back into action here. About 50 seconds into the match. One fall, 10-minute time limit. Scott Steiner wrapped up that left arm a couple of times. And Frankie
He's making a
Lancaster
fool
gotta be
out of
wondering,
the
what am
thumper.
I doing wrong? Look at Steiner hang on. Lancaster again complaining.
Yeah, no timeouts in
Sometimes
the
the wrestler
world
will,
of professional
start to
wrestling.
complain very loudly and very often, even though nothing is happening. That gets the referee thinking about that rather than just watching exactly what's happening. He
I
starts
like these
looking
two
to
old
see
ladies
if
that
his opponent
are
is
there probably
doing
together.
illegal. Scott Steiner, nice move. Slipped out from the attempted hold of Frankie Lancaster and actually had the shoulders down. Had him there for a count of one. Didn't have him in really a pinned position, but the shoulders were flat on the mat and the referee started to count as he should have.
Come on, Steiner. Put this bozo on ice.
Bumped up a little bit. Ooh, Lancaster raked him in the eyes. Yep.
Well, everybody knows that Jerry Calhoun isn't going to do shit as an official. We've watched him cheat the entire show.
Scott Steiner got hit in the face.
He's not to be taken seriously as a figure of authority or justice.
Frankie Lancaster, the thumper, feeling a little bit better right now about the way things are going. He uses a forearm. Steiner off.
What if it was mid-match? Well, in the territory era, you could probably in most situations just take the match home, but you probably wouldn't want to tell your opponent because then they would probably just want to rib you and make you shit yourself.
Right down to the mat. He used the forearm, and that's what the referee was indicating, that he did use the forearm, not the fist. So what he did was legal.
That's a very uncomfortable thought.
Steiner moved out of the
Yeah,
way.
Regal, very believable
Lancaster
too.
was gonna just drop down on him. Lancaster dropped down all right, but he hit nothing but the mat. Steiner puts Lancaster into the rope. Backslicer coming off of there. And now Lancaster says, let's slow it down again. Let's shake hands about the whole thing. Steiner grabs him, fires him into the rope.
You keep having to take like flat back bumps. You're trying not to shit yourself.
He calls the referee over, distracting him.
If you're Andre, you just get Bad News Brown down in the corner and have diarrhea on him, apparently. Well, it looks like Robert Fuller tripped on his way into the ring, unfortunately, and fell on Scott Steiner, but it didn't look intentional to me.
Steiner goes to work on him, now holds him up while Lancaster kicks him with a boot to the midsection. Two of them beating up on Scott Steiner. Here comes Brian Lee. Adrian Street in to help out.
Kim hates wrestling.
Finally, the stud
She's
stable,
only here because I'm the
Lancaster
only
and,
person that's nice to her.
Right. Robert
No
Fuller,
one hunts
Lancaster
heavy-set
down.
women ever at all. Well, first of all, okay, welcome to reality. You ever see Silence of the Lambs? He specifically hunted plus-size women. So there you go.
Fact that he had disqualified
Probably tripping over his huge cock. Yeah, we were talking to Bethadone about that earlier. She was pretty impressed.
Good action until Fuller showed up out here, and then of course when he jumped in, that was immediately it. 3 minutes 16
How you doing,
seconds and a nice win for Scott
Rafe
Steiner.
Stack?
More championship wrestling to come.
Rife Stack?
We'll have it for you in a moment.
Let me start right off here by talking about Thursday, February the 16th. That's in Hopkinsville, Kentucky.
Ooh,
Championship
Hopkinsville.
Wrestling coming to the Convention Center at the Western Kentucky State Fairgrounds.
Well, yeah, look him up, Buffalo Bill.
By getting your tickets right now. Okay, let me give you the entire card Wednesday night. Well, I'll tell you what, I'm so excited over the last match and the outcome of that match and all. I want to tell you in all fairness about what's going to be
Killing
happening
time at
in the
work
others.
sounds
Brian
good.
Lee and the Dreamweaver going against Shogun and Samurai. P.Y. Chuhai /
P.Y. Chuhai.
facing Jungle
What the
Jim.
hell's going on?
A
What do you mean,
progressive tag
Elder Punisher?
elimination match with Lee the Weaver and Jungle Jim going
This is
against
like, if you're talking about the
Shogun
chat, like
Samurai and
honestly,
P.Y.
wrestling
Chuhai.
are more of like the chill days. I mean, if you come in here on you come in here on a Thursday during prime time, like, I mean, it's a happening.
The simple matter here is that the longer you stay in there, the more
God
money
forbid
you
you
make.
come
When
in
you're
on a Monday
eliminated,
for
that's it,
McHenry.
and your pay stops right then and there. CWA tag title match, Robert Fuller
Yeah.
and Jimmy Golden against Scott Steiner and Jed Grundy.
Jesus
And
Christ,
then
this stream is
Mantell and Morton
really
going
going
against
off the
Jarrett
rails.
and Dundee with a CWA heavyweight belt after that.
Right now, all set to go in a single match.
Yeah, Silence of the Lambs is like a
He'll have
crime
manager in the
thriller.
corner with him. Here he comes, P.Y. Chuhai. Used to be known as Phil Hickerson. Steps up in
Phil
the ring.
Hickerson.
Tojo Yamamoto.
Tojo
is
in the
the
house.
stick in the corner. This is going to be a one-fall, 10-minute time limit match.
Ooh, Big Brian
Again,
Lee
should
against
be a
Phil
good one. It's
Hickerson.
a good
Nice.
pairing here. Phil Hickerson, of course, with a huge size advantage over Brian Lee.
You think President Trump is watching the stream? I mean,
Japanese
what?
robe and headband.
What are you on, Kim?
Here we go.
What kind of
289 pounds worth
kind of things are you taking in the foothills of the Honduras?
Japanese regalia. Made a tour of Japan.
Oh, you don't get like that shit.
And,
What's Jerry Calhoun getting on him for?
Still has that mean streak that's about a mile wide. Brian Lee, fine wrestler out of Orlando, Florida. He has a height.
I think multiple people have described the streams as like schizophrenic channel surfing.
advantage on Chuhai, but of course he's outweighed considerably. Referee wants
It's
a break.
confusing, funny, yet angering,
Chuhai
correct.
backs away. You see Tojo Yamamoto there, just backed off the left corner of the screen. In the corner of Phil Hickerson. Nice shoulder butt. That time the weight advantage did not work for P.Y. Chuhai.
Are you if you can't see Kim speaking, then yes.
He can't complain about having his hair pulled, so he was complaining.
I mean, I'm telling you, this is like a very relaxed vibe today. It was a little hot earlier, but that's only because Bethadone was in here
Referee wants Hickerson
strutting
out of the
around,
corner. Doesn't want him hanging back in that corner.
kicking up shit.
Open hand across the chest on the ropes, but Brian Lee struck back as he was coming off those ropes. And the referee's explaining to both of them, when you're
If you
on the
come in
ropes
on
and I
like
call
a
for break, I want a clean break, not a break with a
like if you watch tomorrow morning stream, like there'll be much
40
fewer
seconds
people
gone on
though
this one.
tomorrow, I will say. That'll be an interesting
Hickerson hanging back
chat
close to
probably.
the corner during a good bit of the match. Here's Brian Lee maybe
McHenry's chat super active.
is a little bit wary-eyed.
Oh,
Tojo
see,
with
that's
the
what
kendo
Bethadone would
stick
do.
Across the back of Brian Lee.
She's not even here. I'm trying to teach her how to be a heel manager.
Nickerson getting the help from Tojo and
Somebody get
kendo.
Abdullah. You don't want to be able to see the
I was just
chat
gonna say,
anymore.
one reason that Hickerson may have been a little bit wary of Brian Lee is he
Well, how do you
probably
feel about
remembers
Bay Area
that
sports?
Brian Lee took the CWA title off of him right here on Championship Wrestling a few months ago. Oh, Tojo again with that kendo stick.
Also, you never know. Hannibal could be lurking, so I don't know about bringing
Wearing
up
out with that stick. 2 minutes, 30
Abdullah.
seconds into the action. Here's a chop by Phil Hickerson. Did he hit him with the point of the fingers? Hard to tell from here. I wouldn't doubt it, knowing Hickerson.
Come on,
Yeah,
ref. What's
that's
he
right.
breaking
The
up?
referee is now warning
What's he
Hickerson about
doing?
it.
Why does he keep
You
stepping
use
in?
the chop. Well, that was a
Look at
kick.
these. I mean, how does Phil Hickerson learn such like a mastery over martial arts inspired strikes?
There he goes again. Point of the fingers jab.
I mean, you would think this guy had studied
In trouble now.
and studied for years.
Not totally because of Phil Hickerson or P.Y. Chuhai, but also because of Kojo Yamamoto and his interference from outside when the referee
You
wasn't
spent a
looking.
weekend with Abdullah. Wow.
3 minutes, 15 seconds gone.
I think I saw him
Taking the day off, but Lance Wilson-
live, but he didn't wrestle. He was just like at the. I think he just came up into the ring.
Hickerson, Chuhai fired into the turnbuckle. Brian Lee
I'm trying to remember.
corner.
I think I'm thinking of that I saw wrestle was New Jack.
Kojo up on the ring apron.
What's up, Randy? It was the era of New Jack where he had that weird looking knife that looked like some kind of weird predator futuristic knife.
He knocked Brian Lee down, got the 3 count.
There you go, baby. Brian Lee doing the job.
When he sees the tape of this one,
You know,
maybe we'll feel
he's
a
just
little bit
not
better
geared to
about
take on a
losing.
martial
Not
arts
only did he
expert. He's a
lose to
catch-as-catch-can wrestler.
Chuhai, he lost. Yeah, he hit him with a chain.
Somebody should have told him in his 20s that going up against a skilled martial artist as a catch-as-catch-can wrestler is foolishness.
Got it in his pocket somewhere. Now the referee's explaining to Brian Lee that he didn't find the chain, and of course he didn't. Hickerson used it all right.
He was
hit it
washing
with the
dishes.
So
Who,
P.Y.
Hannibal?
Chuhai gets out of here with a victory over Brian
Oh,
Lee.
that guy
We'll be
from
back
chat.
in a moment.
You think was Abdullah a crack dealer?
Is up in the ring right now. Mike's at 201 pounds out of Panama City, Florida. Got his work cut out for him today because coming through the
Oh,
curtain
boy,
right
here we
now
go.
in Knoxville, Tennessee. The leader of the stud stable, the Tennessee stud,
Robert Fuller time.
Fuller weighs in at about 252 pounds. And he comes in with that mouth running, talking and pointing.
And
to
I will
Mike
say
Madison.
this, I do disagree with ATF media from time to time, but I do think he's right when he said that if Vince could have gotten behind the idea and given it the proper push, that Mike Masters could have drew big box office with Hulk Hogan.
10-minute time limit match coming up. Fuller over pleading his case to the crowd.
Boy, these fans are so disrespectful.
Not finding any sympathetic ears at all over there, let me tell you.
I want my belt watched over here.
And he had to work that long.
And
But he kept
Fuller now
having to
taking off the
eat
warm-up
because he was on
jacket.
vacation. So
Listen to him, still talking.
Larry really had him locked into a
Well, let's
deal
see.
there.
He's going against Mike Masters. Mike giving away a lot of weight.
Yeah, he wrestled earlier, I think twice maybe. Definitely once though.
Coming in with that right forearm. He grabs Masters, flips him all the way across the ring into the turnbuckles, grabs him by the left leg. Fuller.
I like it when Hannibal calls him Larry.
Really working on him. Now he deals him out of the corner with a body drag.
Do you guys see Hannibal's feuding with Ric Flair now? He's like, it's kind of funny, Rick. You want to get on here and say, no, Hannibal's a loser. And nobody likes Hannibal. He's got 2,000 followers. I have over 500,000 subscribers on my pro wrestling /UFO/UAP channel, Rick. You only have 250,000 followers on yours, Rick. Who's the real legend here?
Masters off the rope.
And then he cut a big promo about how can people book Ric Flair when they could have Hannibal when he has so many more followers on YouTube.
Into the boot of Robert Fuller.
Should you feel guilty? Probably not. Why? Why bother?
Robert Fuller with a cover. Down at 2.
Sounds like a negative experience to me, so
And he just
I'm gonna
grabs
say
him by the
no.
arm and rolls him out of the ring. Robert Fuller, yeah, feeling mighty good about himself now. He has just won in 47 seconds as he beats Mike Masters very easily in this match. What's he saying?
He made a post to make kind of making fun of CM Punk for taking the Saudi Arabia money. So I commented, I couldn't remember the name of his movie, but I absolutely refused to look it up. So I just said, I asked him, I said, so you would turn down the money if the Saudis wanted to finance Bloodseeker 2, whatever the sequel to that movie he made? And he commented and said, doesn't look like I'll be getting any money from them once they see this post. Does he think the Saudi princes are following him?
He's complaining about the competition.
Hannibal is Keno, man. I would have to sign Hannibal.
Bring somebody else in here. Well, I don't know. Randy sent.
Did you say Monster Calm or Monster Clam?
Referee says ring the bell.
I can't believe we're scaring off El the Punisher.
He's already beat up on Mike Masters now against Frazier.
I like Frazier's outfit here. I stand by that.
Comes with that boot that he loaded up and sure pounded him in the top of the head. Here's a cover. Count of 2 and 3.
Yeah, we're not gonna sponsor you until Dutch Mantell is fired.
In exactly 1 minute time, well, in a minute 10 seconds time.
I think honestly you could build I'm talking about for our kind of promotion. I think we could build around Hannibal as like the guy passing the torch to Savvy Guy.
He wants more. The referee is left though. And there he goes.
Well, we're all normal guys here. It's kind of like El the Punisher. It's kind of like this. Let me tell you something, El the Punisher. It's like this. It's like being in a haunted house. Like, it's just an experience. You know what I mean? Like, we're all normal, but when we're in a haunted house, like we wanna have a haunted house experience. You know.
Took too much time. I wonder if we can get Jim McPherson out here on his way to the ring. Maybe we can just introduce you to him and say hello. I'd like you to meet him. He's out of the concrete jungle of Salem, New Jersey. Met him briefly just before the program, and fine.
Oh, is this the jungle guy? Jungle who jacked
everyone
somebody?
Here coming up in just a minute, and I don't see him right now, so maybe we're not going to be able to catch him on the way to the ring. Let's see. Is Jim back there anywhere? No.
Fuck it, let's do it live.
Get folks headed this way. Here comes the referee back. We're going to go ahead and get another match started. Here comes Keith Eric.
Keith Eric's coming out. Hell yeah.
Yeah, we're going to do the tag match right now. Okay. We've got Keith Eric and the Nighthawk.
Oh, the Nighthawk.
Weight of 464 pounds.
Here we go.
Jim McPherson in the ring right there, and there's the superstar.
Oh, here comes Superstar.
All 4 of them.
Kim, pay attention to this shit.
Referee will get
Okay.
things down to 1 on each team. And we'll have
McPherson
a
and Dundee versus
Bill
Keith
Dundee,
Eric
the
and the Nighthawk.
superstar, with Jungle Jim McPherson. McPherson weighs in at 220. He starts against the Nighthawk. Yeah, the Nighthawk kind of mocking Jungle Jim a bit.
Completely confused, stoned, and confused again. That's fair.
Down to the mat. McPherson sets this time.
Wait till you, well, I don't know if you're going to ever come back, but if you ever come back, just wait till you meet some of the other shows that we do.
Nighthawk hung onto those ropes. He saw what was setting up, and he wanted no part of it.
How do you feel about 1990s New England regional television?
Upper arm. He makes the tag now on the superstar. Bill
Nighthawk
Dundee.
fighter with the Dayhawk.
Nighthawk.
Oh man, he
Left
just
arm.
fucking punched him. I like
Dundee
that.
with a right fist.
That got a good
Hit with a
reaction
forearm,
from me.
but actually
I'm also like
he made
extremely
it
high though.
Here comes
Keith Eric, now
right
listen,
now.
Dundee, he almost took Lawler out last week.
Dundee and Eric about the same size.
Keith
actually
Eric,
a
he must
little
have
bit
been
bigger than
like,
Dundee. Here's McPherson
he must have
in
liked
the
working
attack,
with him
but
because Lawler worked with
Jungle
him a
Jim
lot,
McPherson
even in
against
singles
Keith Eric.
matches on
Eric
TV.
reverses him. McPherson reverses it back and puts him down. Sits down on that wrist and lower left arm. Jungle Jim McPherson to the corner. Here comes Bill Dundee back in. Eric got Billy in the eye.
What's up, Charles Alford? How's it going, man?
Made the tag on the Nighthawk. Nighthawk with the upper arm.
Was that the Larry Sweeney had that ICC, ICWA Texarkana title? Do you remember that?
As the Nighthawk on the mat, crowd says go ahead. Dundee thought better of it because.
Oh, come on, ref. He's hitting him with a... Yeah, come on. It's about time. Wake up, asshole. All right, here comes Jungle Jim. Jungle Jim? What a name. I just made sense to me.
Catches him with a good drop kick coming off of there.
Y'all don't find the Arabic culture to be fascinating. I don't know how that's going to go over on a Friday. On a Monday, people are a little bit more open-minded, I think. When we're all trapped in the attic with Eric McHenry, we've got time to talk about those kind of bigger picture type subjects.
Our first look at Jungle Jim McPherson, and we've seen some fine moves from him. All day long, we've been promising you that first look at McPherson, and so far, I've got to say, he's been impressive.
Yeah, I don't mind him as the Jungle Jim name makes me think of, like, you know, a jungle gym, like on a playground.
Keith Eric breaks it up just before.
And then I think about Purple being high on Duster, yelling at people at a playground from a van. I think about those poor people being terrorized by a man in a van, shouting obscenities, calling them surface dwellers. Come on, Bill. Quit fucking stalling.
There's a tag.
Of course. He don't want any part of Keith Eric. He knows better.
Jungle Jim drops down on him. Dundee with a parting shot.
How about Egypt? What's wrong? I don't know what does that mean? How about Egypt? That's very broad.
Over to the corner, climbing the rope.
Your favorite thing from the Middle East is the Iron Sheik. Yeah, of course.
Drop down with that head. Count of 1, 2. This one's over.
Oh, come on.
Jim McPherson, who we found can fly.
Why did Keith Eric have to take the pin?
They get the win over Keith Eric and the Nighthawk.
You got to be shitting me. The fucking Nighthawk? Come on. Keith Eric screwed on that deal.
We'll be back here with a Battle Royal coming up, so stay with us.
I like a lot of Middle Eastern combat people too.
Wednesday night, one flat fact that's going to happen. Jeff Jarrett's going to get his title shot against Dutch Mantell with that CWA belt on the line. Now, the tag match that takes place before is much, much more important than it was.
Boy.
Because if you two guys win it over Morton and Mantell, you'll get that title match with Bill Dundee in your corner and Morton gone. But if they win it, Billy's going to be gone, and Morton will be over there in Dutch's corner, Jeff.
That's right, Lance. Like you said, we've got 2 matches coming up. In the first one, well, I've got to get through that one even to have a chance in the second one, because the first one, if myself and Bill win, that means, brother, it's going to be a CWA title match with Bill Dundee in my corner.
Remember those crazy promos that Tojo Yamamoto used to cut on Jeff Jarrett?
It's just going to be me and you with Dundee at ringside just to give me a little advice. I think that's how Mantell says Morton's going to give him just a little advice. Well, Bill's going to be there, and I guarantee you one thing, Mantell, you better shine up the belt.
Got to win that tag match.
Shine it up, Dutch.
Oh, we're going to win the tag match. But the quote you share, Excited Mantell can't even say it. By hook or by crook,
when we meet up in Hopkinsville, Dutch, you're going to need a lot more than Shoe Baby if you're looking to take out Jeff Jarrett.
I'm going to go down there and hand him a chair if I have to, brother. If I go to hand him a chair, it doesn't make no never mind. We don't care how we're going to win it. Then we're going to let you feel how it is to have something stolen off you. Because that's what you did, brother. You stole the belt in the first place. You think because Jeff's just been in the business 2 years, you're going to push him around. Well, you're not going to do that either, Mantell, because I've been around as long as you have, brother, and I don't worry about how we win matches. So if I go to hand the boy something, knock you out, that's fine. Make no mistake about it, brother.
So if he doesn't care how he wins matches, why is there an issue here? Why is there even he just be like, oh, well, you do whatever you got to do to win? Why does it only apply to him?
We're going to win the tag match, and then it becomes a CWA.
Boy, that'll really get you
heavyweight
worked up,
title
this
match.
kind of
Jeff
nonsense.
Jarrett against Dutch Mantell with yours truly in the corner, and we don't care what we got to do to win it, brother. Like the boy said, Mantell, just shine it up because he's taken it. That
Get it together,
It's going to be
Bill.
one of the hottest tag matches you'll ever see in Evansville Wednesday night.
Oh, they're in Evansville. I thought they said
Rodney Napper
Hopkinsville.
in the ring right now. Rodney's out of Gates, Tennessee. Weighs in at 215 pounds, and he is waiting for the man that haven't seen yet, but heard about him. 6'9" he's supposed to be, 325 pounds. My goodness, here he comes. Calls himself Master
Is that
of Pain.
Undertaker?
Yeah, that's right.
No way.
Master
Wow.
of pain. Because, Robbie, in the last 5 years, you have to know how to handle pain. And I
Very
know it
happy
better
to be
than
sharing
anybody.
this moment with
I'm
you,
in
El
the
the
Atlanta
Punisher.
State Penitentiary. I'm not ashamed to know it. I went up there on a bad rap because two punks jumped me in a parking lot, and now they're pushing up daisies. And let me tell you,
Oh, he killed them. Wow.
Jerry Lawler, whatever you call yourself, it doesn't
Gimmick
matter to
checks
me. Like I
out. He
said,
is the
names aren't
Undertaker.
important where I'm from. But I tell you what, Ricky
I
Morton
think Jerry
sent me here,
Jarrett dyes his hair.
and I'm
Yes,
going
of
to do a
course.
job for him. And brother, if you get out alive, you'll be thankful.
Master of Pain. Don't know his name. Not
It's
sure
me,
I
the
want
Master
to.
of Pain.
Out of the
You
Atlanta
will
Tennessee.
enjoy
He
this
says where he's
pain,
been the last
Rodney
5 years. He's big, I can tell you that. He looks mean. He's pounding Rodney Napper
Let's
with
see
a
what
big
we got.
telephone pole broad arm. Rodney.
You couldn't ask for a better opponent than Rodney
Thunder.
Napper.
That was a good move by Rodney, but this time the Master of Pain grabs him,
Ooh,
slams
nice.
him down to the mat. Ooh. That big right
Clubbing
forearm again.
forearms.
Rodney's head.
Great,
Into
good
the
selling from
turnbuckles.
the. Oh. Ooh, what was that?
Leaps into the air, drops down with the boot. Rodney Napper. Body slam.
Oh.
The Master of Pain just sits down on him. Right hand. Well, this guy just doing pretty much what
Man,
he
I
wants
love a
to
Memphis
against
squash
Rodney
match.
Napper. He's got him out height. He's got about a 1.5 foot height advantage.
Fart on
him.
his head? Why? No. You want the Undertaker to fart on Rodney Napper's
There's a cover.
afro?
1,
That's kind of.
2, 3. That's
He
it.
may have done it though. It was he was in
Master of
proximity.
Pain, our first look at him here on Championship Wrestling. And he wins in 1 minute 8 seconds as he defeats Rodney Napper. Rodney. Well, I'm surprised Rodney is able to move after that. Rolling over toward the ring apron now. Referee Jerry Calhoun making sure he gets out of the ring all right. And Rodney heads back for the dressing room after being soundly
Is
defeated.
I honestly don't
The
know.
Master of Pain.
To be honest, I try not to look because I want to be like I really didn't know he was going to be on the show.
Coming up right now. We're not going to take a break.
Sometimes I can't help it if it's in the first episode, which is normally where I get the. That's what caused the issue earlier because I normally get the thumbnail from the first episode.
Coming out. As a matter of fact,
This time I
don't
got
know
it
how
from the
many
second
exactly are
one,
going
and
to
it
be
held
in the
that
match.
timestamp
There's
for
just going to be
some
a whole bunch of them.
unknown reason.
Let's get them on in here, get the referee back, and let's have some action. In this one, to
Can
be
I get rid of
eliminated,
the
you can be
Majestica
pinned.
person? It
The
seems like they should reach out for help. The problem with that, El the Punisher, is that I'm the only person that, Kim feels safe with.
away, or you can be thrown over the top rope. So over the top rope, not only is it not illegal in this match,
You know what I mean?
that's one way you can eliminate an opponent. Tracy Smothers in here, Alan Reynolds.
Wow,
Rodney,
Tracy Smothers, Alan Reynolds, Jungle Jim, Chris Frazier.
Jungle Jim McPherson is in here. Chris Frazier, I see. Mike Masters. There's
Mike
the
Masters in the ring. Holy cow, look at this. Is this an AEW show?
Scott Steiner, the Japanese team of Samurai Shogun and P.Y. Chuhai. Beauty and the Beast.
Oh, man, let's fucking go, dude. Let's get Shinya Hashimoto versus Keith Eric, please.
What is this? Beauty says, I'm not getting in there. Terrence Garvin is just left.
Oh, there you go. There's Adrian Street in there. Oh my God, a battle royal? Man, awesome. You hardly ever get battle royals. What have we had, 2 on TV from like 86 till now? including this one.
Out of here.
Oh, this is gonna be hype.
All right. Stand by. Here we go. The battle
Come on, we need Shinya Hashimoto against Keith Eric. We're on the cusp. We could crest.
Except Terrence Garvin, the beauty, who decided he was leaving. He was having nothing to do with all of this. Everybody else battling. I see the Beast and Tracy Smothers going at it. Scott Steiner and Brian
Cameraman,
Lee,
please
Frankie
follow
Bumper
Shinya
Lancaster
Hashimoto.
in the corner trying to dump him over the rope. They were unable to do it. Chris Frazier going after the Beast. Robert Fuller.
I wish Sid was
There's
still
Jeff
in.
Jarrett in there. Robert Fuller and Phil Hickerson going against Jeff Jarrett. Hadn't seen Jeff up to that point. That's
Bunkhouse
the
brawl.
It's hard to see who all is involved here.
This is so barbaric. Absolutely,
Jeff
Kim.
Jarrett has thrown Robert Fuller over the top rope. Robert Fuller has just been
Robert Fuller. Largest dick, quickest out of the ring. Karma. Cosmic balance.
Keith Eric sneaking up behind Jeff Jarrett.
Jeff Jarrett's cutting a gentle, soft promo at him from in the ring. Now, you got eliminated. You don't have to leave. I know you don't like it. I know it's upsetting you, Robert, and I understand that, and I feel for you, but you've got to get out of here now, buddy. Put your hat on and get out of here. You missed Sid. He was just in Memphis, maybe even last week's stream. I think he was in some matches. Keith Eric's still in there. He could do it. Come on, Keith.
Bill Dundee, he and looks like Scott Steiner were trying to dump P.Y.
Tracy Smothers, Jungle Jim, still in there. P.Y. Chuhai, gotta be a favorite. Big guy, could be hard to get him out of there.
Action continues in the Battle Royal. Robert Fuller is gone. If anyone else has
Absolute
been eliminated,
pandemonium,
I missed it.
true.
Someone could have gone over the back of the
Adrian
ring.
Street versus the Nighthawk. Let's go.
I think Fuller so far is the only one eliminated. We're about 2 minutes into it.
Good luck with that, Bill Dundee.
Nailed somebody with that kendo stick. He hit Dundee with a
Oh,
kendo
you can
stick.
pin them as well.
Ferguson, P.Y. Chuhai pinned him, so Dundee has been eliminated.
Wow, Dundee took a pinfall instead of just going over the top? Interesting. Oh, shit.
Oh, here comes Terrence Garvin.
Here comes the Hitman.
Garvin almost went to the wrong place at the wrong time. As
This is
Mojo
just what?
turned and tried and
Desperation.
Just about got him with a kendo stick. What is Garvin doing? Garvin is not part of this match. He walked out of here.
Can we get an update on Keith Eric?
Ringside, he was trying to say something to Phil Hickerson.
Oh man, he cracked Jeff Jarrett with that kendo stick.
Jeff Jarrett coming after him with a folding metal chair.
Does anybody see Keith Eric in the ring? Is that him?
The referee is trying to send Jeff
I'm a nervous
out.
wreck.
Get the chair away from him. A whole bunch of them have got somebody down on the mat. I think that's Mike Masters who's just been pinned.
Kim only practices the ancient art of capoeira.
Yeah, Masters is out on a pin. So Robert Fuller, Bill Dundee, and
Okay,
Mike
I see
Masters
Keith
have all
Eric.
been
He's still in there.
eliminated at this point.
Do it for Billy Jack Haynes. Yeah, get him on the way out.
With a kendo stick on his way by. I just saw Jungle Jim McPherson be thrown over the top rope.
We need two monitors to keep up with all this
I
action.
don't know if they're going to let him back in or not. Technically, through the ropes is not elimination, so Frazier may be able to get back in there. Jungle Jim
He looks so
McPherson is out as
German.
He was thrown over the top rope by the Beast, Mark Guillene.
Oh, the Duster guy threw somebody out.
Frazier apparently has been sent out too.
Someone was eliminated from the Battle Royal by a man in a van harassing people in a public park, high on Duster.
Over the top rope. Yes, Alan Reynolds has been eliminated.
Alan Reynolds is out. He had to be an odds-on favorite to win this thing. Nighthawk's still in there.
Lancaster, Tracy Smothers, Keith Eric, Adrian
Tracy Smothers.
Jeff Jarrett.
Oh, Keith Eric. I don't think both of his feet touched. I think he can still get back in there. Can we get a ruling? God damn it. He did good though, you gotta say.
Lancaster Smothers while one of the Japanese nailed him.
She's got a black belt
Referee
in
on Jeff Jarrett. I think Jeff had Phil Hickerson around his throat.
has a black belt and slurping it up in Monaco. I'm sorry, Kim.
There goes the Nighthawk. The Nighthawk has just been eliminated from
Nighthawk is out. Again, it's one big name after another going over the top.
Brian Lee hit on the knee by Tojo's kendo stick.
You've got to think at this point, Phil Hickerson.
There goes Jeff Jarrett. Jeff just thrown over the top rope.
Okay, the Huffer guy and the one guy are out. But Phil Hickerson has an advantage because he's in there with two people that are like sympathetic to him. So they may be willing to leave the battle royal of their own accord rather than fight it out. So they could just all work together to eliminate everybody.
While Beauty grabs Adrian Street and pulls him over the top rope. Adrian
Both feet were down. I
going
couldn't
against
tell from
Beauty
my
and the
vantage
Beast.
point.
He just picked Beauty, and now he's leaving, but Adrian has been eliminated as he was pulled over the top
Okay,
rope.
Adrian Street's out. Phil Hickerson just threw out Scott Steiner.
Steiner comes flying out of the ring. He's out of it.
I mean, you got to think. I mean, Brian Lee jobbed earlier on the show. I don't think he's going to go over here.
Are the ones who are left.
Who's still in there? Hashimoto, P.Y. Chuhai, Tracy Smothers, the Shogun, and Brian Lee. Okay.
Often ends up with teams teaming up, and it looks like that's what the Japanese are doing right here. And
They're going to give him a Pearl Harbor job. I forgot you could pin him.
I thought he had Hickerson, P.Y. Chuhai out of it.
Quit dead naming him.
Able only to get a
Lance.
count. Meanwhile, the Japanese team of Shogun and Samurai really working on Tracy Smothers over here.
See, Confederacy versus the Axis. Phil Hickerson is like the Kane of this battle royal.
Phil Hickerson.
Oh.
Lee ducked out of the way. Hickerson hit by the kendo stick by Tojo.
Kim, you're really upsetting El the Punisher.
Have Tracy Smothers off his feet, and they come over and go to work.
Now, wait, is he out or no?
Hickerson leads.
Ooh.
Boy, look at that move. There's a cover. 1, 2, 3.
Ah, he got him now. Oh, Tracy's gonna. Ooh, Tracy Smothers versus Shinya Hashimoto. Yeah.
We said it's not a team event, but that's the way it's working out right now.
What a matchup. Come on, Tracy.
Tracy ducks under. This time they grab him, pick him up, and drop him straight down in the center of the ring. Tracy bounced about a foot off the mat.
This is just like in that Michael Keaton movie.
The other.
Oh. Uh-oh, here we go.
One of them is flipped over the top rope. So.
Oh, yes! Awesome. Oh, man, Shinya Hashimoto wins the Battle Royal.
Tracy out of the ring. So the hand of Samurai raised.
Woo. Man, that was awesome. Oh, man, he kicked the shit out of him.
Now we got 3 against 1 here. As Hickerson goes after Tracy, this match is over. Hey, come on, Phil. What are you doing? Come on, the match is over. Tojo saying.
Man, he did. It looked like he got him right on the button. Oh, what? 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 Oh, my God. You got to be shitting me.
What are you doing? Come on, the match is over.
Oh, my God. Can you imagine watching this at home? Oh. Oh, my God. A miscarriage of justice here against the wild-eyed Southern boy. Oh, are you shitting me? A double spike pile driver on the concrete? Oh, my God.
Hickerson and the
Oh,
Japanese
shit.
Tojo, all of them working on Tracy Smothers.
You live your life serving human giant men only like Ben Thorpe?
Here comes Scott Steiner, Brian Lee, Jeff
Oh, man.
Well, I'm afraid the damage has been done here as they did a pile driver on Tracy.
That was
out
crazy.
Here on the floor. Hickerson picked him up. The Japanese team was holding him. Tracy's
I think that's the first table. I could be wrong. From 86 until now, I think that's the only table we've actually seen him go through. Seen anybody go through.
Got him with a pile driver. As it turned into 3 against 1, Hickerson came roaring back in. Yeah,
Tracy's. Oh, here comes Eddie Marlin an hour after something happens. Oh, what happened out here, fellas? Oh no, Tracy, what happened? Maybe if you had officials and proper security, Eddie. Can we get EFD out here?
It's his neck, Eddie. Yeah, be careful. Well, meanwhile, we've got a destroyed studio here.
Thorpe fam is high-key racist? Absolutely. Yeah, they do not...
Tracy just holding on.
Yeah. I would say that's a fair... That's a reasonable statement.
Yeah.
Hey, why don't you just get the camera off?
All right.
Get the camera off. And can we talk about my grandson, Jeff Jett, instead?
Be careful. Take a break. We'll be back.
Oh, here comes EFD, by the way. Right at the end. Ooh.
Days today. Before we leave, though, we do want you to take a look at the unified world heavyweight champion. Here's the king. Well, I tell you, today, what a day we had. Tracy
WWE or somebody must have claimed that segment. I'm sorry.
I would suspect he's going to be out for a while. How long, we don't know. Also, you saw Jungle Jim McPherson for the first time today.
Man, I can't even, like...
I think,
oh, my God. I can't even, like, fathom
Jungle Jim
what we just witnessed.
We are just about out of time right here today.
Man, between that and
the he will be joining us again next week.
Energy drinks I drank this morning, I'm really feeling it. You know?
Gets back here.
All right, I actually don't have enough time to go back and watch that 20 minutes that we missed. We'll watch it. We'll watch it next week. But I do want to show you one match that it's just a few minutes long, I think. Now, I don't know about the copyright on this, so if the stream cuts off, I'll see you guys tomorrow. But I remembered this match, and I saw it was on the IWA Mid-South, the IWA Mid-South page. And I think we watched the Tracy Smothers Riot from there. Like, that was... I'm still, like, I can't even believe what we just witnessed. But I was at this match, and I'm like a huge Necro Butcher fan. There's me right there.